What's up, guys? Sorry I'm late today again, but busy day. Hope everyone's doing well.
Goes upstairs and down goes his teammate. So that's just both right there. The
Oh my
nades
god.
from N-Hyper are disgusting. They're just soaking up these points. I mean, with just pure nade eliminations right here. It's crazy.
You know, I think N-Hyper has been brushing up on their geometry. They are nailing these grenades off the walls, off the banks, off the rooftops. GK first goes down, but I think that's all he's gonna get. He gets thirsted though.
I do need to make some announcements in my socials real quick.
He gets caught within his hand, and it looks like N-Hyper did hear that pin pulled, but man, look at the points they have so far.
Oh, man,
what a crazy play.
Wow. Yeah, I think earlier Ren ran into the house by himself because he got a grenade finish. So he probably didn't realize that that was him stealing a point away. He thought he maybe got the last member and they cleared out the building. So I think that's why Ren ran in by himself. But still, for them to reset back to 4 and then still continue to push across. When have you seen N-Hyper be this aggressive? Usually they just sit in the warehouse and chill and play the zone.
Yep.
This is a new N-Hyper.
Not a new N-Hyper. They keep it fresh. Once they have some slack in the rope is what they're doing. Playing it a little safer until they don't need to. But they've got the skills to handle the fights.
Perfectly played. That, beautiful use of utility, just disrupting those fights, going for that third party. I don't even mind Koi going for the run out. You know what I'm saying? Koi looking to try to make a play and finish. Yeah, it didn't work, but it's not always gonna work, right? There's a situation where, a multiverse world where he does make that push, goes in, gets the finish, and then they're good to go. So, you know what? I don't mind, those 50-50 plays. Sometimes they don't work out, but it's good to see N-Hyper willing to take some risks there.
Yeah, GK first being the only one to get finished there or confirmed. And you know what? I bet you, Jukes, that's the main thing they're focused on. After they review that play, GK first is probably, I messed up so bad. Like, there was no reason for me to be outside of the building at that angle, knowing we're making this much noise. An obvious mistake, right? I could easily get knocked inside the house and get revived. So
there we go.
It's like they're just constantly going to strive to get better and better, even though they crushed it right there, in my opinion, in terms of playing aggressive, which is something, we've constantly telling N-Hyper to do. Well, they're still going to focus on their mistakes. And it's just that one small detail. That's what's going to really stand out in GK first mind.
Well, what's going to stand out as well is these teams and which one is going to be the winner of this match. This is a very interesting circle right here. It looks like we're going to get a water
Fiddlesticks.
It's been a while since we've seen one of these.
Hey, birthday boy. How you doing? Welcome in. Give me a second. I'm not ready yet. Guys, it's Lee Poppy's birthday, and I meant to put that in the stream title too. Dang it.
Defense as looks like Ace of Spades are going to be pushing up onto them.
Oh, Ace of Spades. We talked about them in the pre-show. They've had a really dominating performance this week compared to their first. Let's see if they can do something here. If they secure this spot against Puppeteers, this is a strong spot on the edge of the map. So much vision to the rest of the zone. They really need to be able to take out this team, though, and keep all 4.
And insert that.
Let's see what the play is going to be as Dong looking to mount the defense. Ace of Spades, looks like they did barely make it into this circle. Yeah, so I think they do have this edge to themselves. They got to keep fighting. Yeah, they do. They definitely do.
There we go.
The push,
and
they're getting some suppressive fire from that angle. They're going to have to decide on which team they're going to fight. What's the best play? Reckless does knock one of their players, and Ace of Spades is in big trouble here.
Yeah, Ace of Spades caught from that off angle from Reckless. Great position from Reckless. Ace of Spades was not ready for it. Now, Ace of Spades.
Hey Gojo, how are you, buddy? Thank you for coming in, Lee Poppy. I needed, I would have remembered at this point, but I'm glad you came in. Hold up. Not much, man. Just started the stream a bit late. It's my buddy Lee Poppy's birthday. How did I open that up? At least the sound is good.
trouble though. They see, and that's what happens
Yeah.
when you focus on too many different positions.
Okay,
You
so
take on one fight at a time.
He does get a trade right back, but Reckless
Discord
running back
is right
downhill.
here. Okay.
Yeah, they're worried so much about 4-1-2 right now that they don't feel comfortable.
The Nomads.
Ace of spades, ace of spades. Mumbai, last one, looking to get some revenge for his team. He catches one, looking the wrong direction. Just because you're in a smoke doesn't mean you're blocked off. Ace of spades, he does go down, but this is excuse now.
Chronix.
Finally chiming in to get the third party going, and he steals that point away to Reckless last up.
I don't think he even saw Reckless. He's gonna go ahead and just soak up those points all day long. Hop in that buggy, start pushing up little by little. He's just trying to keep it safe. Next zone does go on up, and it looks like we are gonna have a Watertown finish. This is gonna be fun. Haven't seen one of these in a hot minute. And you can see the teams outside of Watertown home. These edges are really trying to make the plays here. Chronix does find Reckless.
Have to load up.
And
You're okay.
that's gonna be Puppeteer
No, don't worry, Lee
out of
Poppy.
there. Excused with 10 eliminations so far. Looking good.
They've been working this west side of the zone. They're going to have free control of the entire west side. This gives them a lot of real estate. They just got to hope it doesn't go into Watertown itself. And Hyper somehow made their way into Watertown. Great rotation.
Uh-oh.
Zexus trying to work.
This is going to be dope. We got 4 or 5. A Watertown finish? Let's go.
Skills of mine to deal with over here. So hopefully they don't lose baton and they get the revive. Especially since, you know, you're my pick for winning this match. We'll see how it goes. And Active throwing down some smokes. They're just trying to find the info right now, Jukes. How many enemy players are here? I think they should be able to tell. There's at least only one, maybe at most 3.
How many is the question? How many mistakes are they going to make? How many right decisions? How many predictions will Jason get right today? Fortunately, this one, Puppeteers.
Yeah.
But we know he's going to come back
Oh,
strong
the
for
nade.
next one. Oh, that beautiful nade there from Wasted. Oh, just
All right.
free fire. Oh,
You guys want to do a
no,
UC spin to start things off?
Oh, that was so close. I thought he had it. Inactive. Shutting it down to the last second. Ice is telling Skyline, come to me, come to Papa. Get this res off. Let's get into the next battle after that.
Nice, nice. Zexus keeping 4 up, staying 4 strong. Excuse still with 4. 4-1-2, by the way, also had a really good day yesterday. I think we
Yeah, everybody
mentioned
from the
that. Right now,
412,
we're set in a
put your
position.
mother effing hands
It's gonna
up
be
and say
hard.
F you.
They could potentially pit a big point as well. If they
Lee Poppy, I take it you haven't checked your
An
inbox.
excuse though, they get one opening knock, and they're looking for more.
No! Get him!
All the way from across the map in
That
the
was a
open
nice,
field.
nice
And
drive
Harris
right there.
against the Nomads, but a free point.
So-
He's not going down without a fight. He's got that DBS.
Oh.
Hops in the
In the
vehicle.
car, and the run
Oh
over.
my gosh, what a play!
Oh, sick.
The defense from 4-1-2.
What do you mean? Well, it was a
So
DBS,
right
bro.
there.
That was big.
Wow.
No.
Lose one.
In game.
The rest of excuse sitting in the back trying to, provide cover fire. When it's smoked out, you do a 3-1, if not do a full send. That could have gone so
They should
well.
have committed the whole team.
Yeah, it could have gone so well for excuse. I mean, they could have all gotten wiped too, but they made the play. They went for the push. So you got to do a 3-1 at the very least, in my opinion.
Unreal. But that was a great play for 4-1-2. I mean, him hopping in the vehicle to deal with.
All right. Everybody who wants to be entered into the UC spin, type UC in whatever chat you're in before the 3 minutes is up, and you will be added to the spin wheel. But be aware, you have to be following on Kick to get paid out. And I think I'm going to add another platform on there because most of you guys already are at this point. But hold on. Let me paste this in.
And now Speedfire have their eyes locked on the 4-1-2. Okay, it's centered
Can only
on
paste it in on
It's
Twitch.
right here.
Get your baiting fish ready. We are going into the.
Oh,
water.
no rush, Lee Poppy. It's not going anywhere.
I don't know if it's going to come down to the final circle. That would be crazy if it does. 'Cause it's so hard to move around here. There's water just.
UC on YouTube. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't even see you.
Sniffed out Quinn. I don't think Quinn fired off a shot or anything.
Oh,
So I don't know how Mazexus knows he's here.
he's been spotted. He's been spotted.
Oh, wow. Oops.
Just trying to buy himself sometimes. Throw smoke.
I never made the announcement.
Tough one. Because
That's,
it gives
well, I guess that's going to be a small group of
we
participants.
like to call, as he tries to head over
How
to
you
the
doing,
zone.
Gojo?
I think Baton will spot him out though the second he gets on land. So let's see.
Oh, wait, is that?
Zexus have
No,
so
never mind.
much control of this
Well, hey, it's gonna be between you two, and I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm just gonna say Jimmy won it, but Lee Poppy, it's his birthday, so he's gonna get a prize too.
And then Hyper shuts him down.
And Hyper staying so resilient. Still with only 8 points right now. Looking to pick up some more eliminations.
All right,
And here
I
comes
should
the push.
probably make the
Excuse
announcement before we
going
do
in.
any more of them
Speedfire
after this.
with 4 players. They get the opening
Let
up.
me know if anyone else types it though.
Still have 2 up. Cesar,
I don't think they're, because hey, hold on, let me check restream. That's the only semi-accurate one.
Too aggressively. There's a knock they needed. Now they should go aggressive. But
Yeah.
Chronix finds one.
There's not going to be anyone else doing it right now because there's 3 viewers total.
Here. Now they only have 1.
No,
Chronix just needs to look for 1 more.
man, I don't like that Speed Force team.
That is how you do it, folks. And on the side of Speedfire,
Speedfire.
No eliminations here.
Disgusting.
What?
And
You
not
got stolen.
And not in a good way. Yeah, you can't.
Good.
Just, we talked about, right? Top teams not giving you 1v1s, right? Working as a team. Chronix had 2 1v1 situations right there. Won them both. And now Speedfire.
I'm going to put it up on the screen just so I can take a picture.
Just single elimination, but that is going to hurt. Meanwhile, in Hyper, somehow always still alive. Always still alive. Even if they only have 2 players up mid-game, they're still at the end game, still annoying teams, and putting crazy points up on the board. 9 eliminations, and they're going to soak up some nice placement.
It's just for a picture.
Top 4 situation.
And Hyper just don't.
No, I don't even
Just don't
need to
die.
spin it.
Remember yesterday where YKG took down
Oh,
down to 2?
Better, I'm going to
They
put
just
up
kept
the
hitting people
countdown
back and
thingy
forth on
again is what I
zone
mean.
And ended up in the
Yes.
top 2 or something, top 3. Man, in Hyper.
But it's
so
not accurate.
Resilient.
No one needs to
By the
type
way,
anything.
Speedfire had 4, right? That was a 4v2 with them holding the defense against Excuse, who had to crash into that compound on the outer wall. So, I don't know how more badly you can mess up than the way Speedfire just did there.
Kinda right.
You really just go, you don't have to
Hey, Jimbo Slice. Thanks for coming over to kick, brother.
They probably
How you
have
doing
a
today,
team
man?
up right now.
Yeah, free pickings.
All right. This is going to be for the sake of the picture here.
Chronix
And you do not get 15 eliminations by just playing it safe. You know what I'm saying? You got to go and make some plays. So, hey, you know what? Don't knock it unless you try it. Sometimes
Adding-
it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And here comes another name from Chronix using all his util right now.
Yeah. Well,
He's using everything he's got to try to make sure he can catch this last player and put another big point on the board. If he does, it's automatic 3rd place finish at the least. And you can see him
look at
looking
that.
for
Yeah,
some.
just picking up more and more.
Yeah,
util.
there we go.
Throw everything.
Throw it all.
Oh, this one might be good. If he throws it right through that window, Cesar is right there. Mizexus, by the way, with 4 up, you know,
Chilling.
I'm gonna say they got zone blessed. You know, pretty easy for them to get to this stage with 4 up. But hey, a win's a win if they get it. They should be able to.
Is bottom? Oh, he did. He's bottom. All right, GG.
Man,
Yeah,
Caesar,
easy.
dude, come on.
Like, that's not the spot.
That is how the whole team essentially played. They just sat
Yeah.
still and just kept sitting still.
If this was FPP, that's okay, right? Because he has to peek his whole head out. But in TPP, that is not the angle. 16 eliminations, though, on the side of Excuse. And that is going to be Chronix out of there. So, what a performance. Top 3 finish, 16 eliminations. They're looking good as we watch Mizexus take the chicken dinner here in match number 1.
Not bad, man.
Unless kindness does something wild here, but no. Oh, that nade almost took down Baton. Don't go for the thirst. You don't need to. Don't give Koi any openings. And,
what a shot. What a shot. It's so crazy that, you know, in any other team, we're like, yeah, they're done for. But in Hyper, even with 2 players up, we're still like, you gotta be careful. Mizexus playing that one really well. Inactive, starting it off strong with a nice little 1v3.
Inactive, man, when he pops off, he really does pop off. Who is
Maximize that opportunity.
the guy on the left?
They did get zone blessed indeed, but they had a hot drop in the beginning. So it's not like they were given that win completely free. They had to win their hot drop and then play the rest of the circle. Excuse, however, Chronix, my man.
Wow.
1,174 damage, 9 eliminations. That's a great version from Chronix.
Huge. If they wouldn't have done that split push on 4-1-2, no, that could have been an end game. But you know, sometimes you gotta go and make some plays. Maybe they do win that play, and now they have even more eliminations, and it works out even better with that split. But hey, you know what? To each their own. You gotta give a big old clap for that performance.
Yeah, excuse. That was beautiful.
Where's the link?
That's how
Sorry, guys. I had totally forgot to make the announcement. Then I said,
The rest of the
oh
tournament,
crap, I didn't make the announcement. And then I forgot again.
Speedfire, however, boy, that was disappointing. Like,
Oh, that's tough.
that was really,
That's tough to watch
that
out.
was really bad.
Well, hopefully they can bounce back here soon, guys. We'll go ahead and we'll be right back after these highlights.
Oh, that would be 9:30.
I was gonna pick Mizexis, I swear, but I had faith in Dong, but Puppeteers could not make it happen, and Mizexis able to pull things through. And then even, you get yourself a nice little prediction point. I think it was you and Zutepa who both had Mizexis, and then Hot Jukes had Excuse. But to be fair, all two of your teams did much better than my team.
Yeah, you know, I think it's something of like just experience and having seen those circles over and over again. Me and Zute, you know, we've played that a lot. I feel like every time we get you know, those kinds of early circles, it so commonly ends in those Watertown endings. And I saw them controlling that north side all alone. They had a really nice split, controlling those so that they wouldn't get flanked from the east as well. And from the west, it's virtually impossible. Where, you know, you got water, you got a bridge, and all that stuff. So they had a clean split. They had an easy entry into Watertown, which is
In September.
And I knew that if we just kept coming towards them, which that, you know, that fifth circle shift did, that like it's gonna be an easy win. You know, they
Hashtag
too much control. But yeah.
registration.
Easy win it was indeed. Let's take a look at the match rankings here, see how much they got for themselves, and of course Excuse as well, considering the 16 eliminations they got. Gave them a lot of extra points, and actually going to be
Here we go.
first here on points with only 5 placement points. 21 here for Excuse. That was definitely a standout match.
All right. Hey, Lit, how are you, buddy?
This is a very different
Spinning wheel on the sorry, guys. It's just I'm doing some prize wheel spins. But first one was just kind of set up so I could take a picture of it. Jimbo, send me your user ID though. But I will set up for another one right now.
Fire was lit under them this game because they took every opportunity they had.
Sorry about that being in the way.
Spots, like sitting AFK, they were pushing that hill. We call it, I don't know, forget what we call it actually. Well, I'm watching.
Hey, Yam. Day was pretty good, man. Just been busy.
Elimination points they can. They could, right?
Trying to fix some technological
They took advantage of that.
complications for my parents, but
Gameplay like that, if they could have closed out the win.
it was very difficult. I couldn't even get it done myself, so spent like 2 hours wasted on an iPad. So I was behind schedule. But it's been a good day, all things considered. How about yours?
But they blundered it, man. They didn't really do anything with the position they had or the amount of players they had alive.
All right.
Yeah, you know,
Let's see here.
4v2 versus Excuse. I mean, do I need to say it?
I'm going to put up 60 seconds on the clock.
Especially
Anyone who would like to be entered into the spin wheel giveaway, just type UC in the chat before the countdown ends, and you'll be entered. Thanks, Jimmy.
Communication problems.
I'll grab that right now.
Timing problems, like too many to list. Utility issues, probably some whiffs in there. You know,
All right,
everything
got
went
you,
wrong
Jim.
with them.
Just throwing everything. Device issue. They were having some emotional issues at the time.
Emotional
In
issues.
the middle of the fight, and they distracted them. Yeah, that, like I said, should not happen for them. Hopefully, it's something they can learn from. But lastly, YKG 0 points. Now, only bring them up because N Hyper had, was it like 15 points from that one? 15, 14,
All right.
13 points.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, bro?
Build their lead.
Anyone who types UC in the chat before the countdown ends is entered.
Harder and harder every time YKG.
Yamrash, only one entry, though, bro. So we got Lit, Jimmy, Yam.
But in the meantime, Mizexis, that wasn't the team who was kind of in the running for our PMGC points, as I believe they were third. They take them the victory here. We're going to take a look at the player stats. honestly, inactive.
I bet I'm
played
missing
week 1.
someone here.
I
Hold
have
on.
to question, why didn't he play week 1? Because he has been ridiculous for this team ever since he started playing in phase 2.
Thank you for that, Lit. I appreciate you, bro.
Sometimes you get that thing where
Hey, Payne, how's it
you're a
going?
bench player, and you get that opportunity.
Mike, how you doing?
feel
Oh, Mike
like you're better
definitely
than
typed it.
teammates,
I'm
you
sorry,
should
bud.
have a
You're
shot,
entered.
and you get that shot, and you go as hard as you possibly can, and he's riding that right now. Or maybe.
What's up, Warlock? How are you, bro?
Conflicts. I'm not sure, but I definitely have been in that spot where
Hmm.
a sub waiting for the opportunity. It seems like nobody wants to give you that opportunity.
You did?
Once you get it,
Oh, yes, you did. What am I saying? No,
I mean, so him
I've got you in there, buddy.
one's really carrying the teams when it comes to eliminations. Actually,
Yeah, you've only missed one spin
Sky
so
is
far.
there as well. He has 11,
And we didn't actually spin it
15,
because there was only 2 people in it.
16.
And one of them has a birthday.
Inactive just
And
gives
Payne.
them this,
Yes,
third
good.
innovator for the roster to allow them to have success like
I got you in there,
this.
Mike. Don't you even worry.
Keep this pace up.
All right, guys.
I mean,
First real UC spin of the day. And Jimmy, I haven't sent yours out yet. Give me just a minute.
There's a universe, there's a world out there where they explode, and when you're top 3, no matter what, you go for first place. I don't care how many points you're facing. They're in contention.
Boy,
if I'm
Payne cut it last minute. Still got it. Good job, buddy.
Sorry, I'm just shaking my head. I don't think they can gain 300 more points than Hyper gets throughout the rest of this event. That's going to be, I mean, it is possible. It is mathematically possible, but it is damn ridiculous to do so. But regionals, I think, is definitely something they can have their eye on and definitely choose or use that to gain some experience as well here for this team. But there's another team, though. Excuse. Of course, we're going to have to look at them, right? 16 eliminations, player stats. Show me them production. What do we got? Chronix on 9, Matt on 4, Kai on 2, and Rosh on 1.
Payne, you'll have to come over to Kick. Drop your user ID there, buddy.
Gladiator mode.
Jimmy, I just realized, you are following on. You're already there, Payne. Nice.
4 knockouts, right? Means he's picking up a lot of those thirsts.
Wait,
He doesn't have that 1-to-1
Am I-
ratio, which means
I am on Kick.
he's
Hey, Mel.
using his vantage points. He's picking up other people's
AKA
shots.
Mommy.
And that's a really great skill to have.
Yeah, it is.
You can amass some huge elimination points.
It's probably on about a 5 to 10 minute delay, though.
About, right? Like just
Exactly.
cleaning them up and
Not from the other streams, though.
Well, we saw
How are you, Mommy?
have to deal with that. Puppeteers being one of those.
1v1.
Ace as well. Ace
Fight.
Spades having to unfortunately meet their demise.
All right, let's see.
Good start again. Some new teams coming into this. I mean, Mizexis isn't new. Excuse isn't technically new, but it's these teams who are like middle to the lower pack of the pack that are actually starting to step up here and starting to build up something for them. But I still have to ask, what will we be left with at the end of today, and of course at the end of tomorrow, but more importantly, day 1 of phase 3. I think that's what we're really going to see, like the teams having another day off.
I don't think Kaplan
And figure out what they're doing
gets a
wrong.
bit nervous. Like, I don't think he gets
Figure that out.
any sort of anxiety with
So
these
we're
at
back into
all.
this, and
He's
it's
just so
exciting,
freaking
like,
smooth with it.
Obviously, I think it has its good or bads, right? I think when you have certain teams
Uneven
in a region, you always look to them
bit.
to do so, and
I feel a
Hyper-
bit differently about it, but
I love seeing like new blood, and I know they're not
I
necessarily.
know that he knows his stuff. I just feel like his cadence and delivery could use some work on, some work with, but that's to be expected with someone who doesn't have a lot of experience in that commentating field.
Performance. I mean, 9 eliminations is just, that doesn't really happen a whole lot, right? It's a very rare, huge performance from an individual player on a team that's not really considered a top contender, and you need things like that, right? You need a blowout performances like that to motivate him, have him practice even harder and boost his team up, and that's how you develop a region, right? So I really love to see some big individual performances. Individuals do make a big difference.
I was kind of hoping to bait you into talking about your highest elimination match you had in a tournament, but you didn't say it. Is it in like 11?
It is 11 in Americas on Vikendi.
Oh, wow. That's
I'll
impressive.
tell you what mine is, because I've never played a competitive environment. I've only played against mostly bots. Let's go over to people who aren't bots. Hotchooks and Zute. I'm not gonna ask you a question this time. Just get us into our next match.
Alrighty, Jimmy, you are paid out, and so are you, Payne. It's already in y'all's inboxes. And Lee Poppy, I sent you another one
Hey, folks, are we gonna have some,
because it's your birthday.
Are we gonna go ahead and head it to Cash
Hey guys,
Flow?
welcome
I'd
in.
love to see if Cash
I
Flow
still
is
have not
one
posted
time
on
rotation.
Instagram.
We've been getting like almost every other the circle that we've been hoping for. I think one that we're missing.
You guys
is
want to see a
Sandhawk,
sweet
the
boy?
Western circle and the
There
capital.
he is.
I feel like we've seen almost every other zone on every map.
You know what? Hopefully.
All right, I'm gonna turn that music down because it
SMT is
keeps
popping
getting
on
me
out
copyright
early.
warnings.
One's gonna be a passion.
Okay, that's a average flight path. Okay, I thought it was gonna be looked worse at first to me for some reason. We're gonna get a fight between Excuse and maybe Ace, and maybe Trick from Execute might have to get in a vehicle and rotate out from Skills of Mine. Why does Tinsa always break away like that? It's not like he's been playing very much before this lately. Same with Nomad's Alim. I know it's probably like to be a scout or something, but I still disagree with it. Okay, what was I thinking? Instagram. ADHD is whooping my butt. Okay, so PUBG Mobile, Esports, NA. Give me the light. There we go. All right, unmute.
Too. So that's a big issue for these teams that are going to be coming into the circle later.
Compound.
Do you have any team playing competitive now?
You know, like
Um,
different places that you could hide.
I mean, I don't manage a team or anything, no. There was a short period where I was thinking about kind of sponsoring a team like as if I were an org sort of a situation, but I really don't have the funding to do something like that, and I don't really have the time to oversee something like that on top of everything else I'm balancing right now. But if you're referring to me playing, God no, I am hot garbage.
First time we've seen this type of situation come up in a game, right? So I think teams aren't going to really capitalize on it until afterwards they look back on the VOD. It's like, oh, okay, so in this situation we really could have taken advantage of something like that. I don't think anybody's ready to chase a circle where the first one pops, there's nobody in it. Right?
Yeah.
So,
But you have to
and
know.
I think
PUBG Mobile.
the thing is, though, Jukes, bridge camps. There could be bridge camps too, because there's a 3 bridges onto that side of the circle, and the only other path in is like that south side, hard south side wrapping rotation. So there's going to be limited rotations. Even
See, Link.
Yeah, but I'll tell you
Kick.
on a-
Sorry guys, I'm just trying to get these posts done.
I
I really, really need
know that we
a social media manager,
here should know that
because this is getting to the point where it takes up like
So if they would have
between posting something and going live and announcing it.
But yeah, you're right. As time goes
It's
on,
just
it gets sketchier and sketchier and sketchier. It does look like Extreme Slayers is starting to make
kind of a
that push.
nightmare.
Speedfire getting a jump on it as well. So we are seeing teams start to make that migration in that direction.
All right,
It's just a
money.
good minute later than I would have liked to have seen.
Yeah, well, when the whole lobby's a little bit slower, it's fine to make that rotation. If this exact circle happened with 16 teams at let's say PMWI or PMGC, oh boy, yeah, you would see a
Oof.
big difference. in
God.
rotations.
Yeah, this whole circle would be taken up by like 10 teams already.
There we go.
That's how fast those guys move. It is insane. And meanwhile, speaking of players that move pretty quick, Excuse, right? Popped off in the last game, but they are gonna
Chronix.
lose
Chronix
a player.
popped off.
Yeah, Chronix did pop off, and now he's gonna have to.
Sorry,
It's
guys.
the curse. It's the curse. I'm telling you, there's something about PNPLA.
Almost done.
You have a good performance,
This
and
is
the
ugh.
next game you're out early. Seems to
Yeah.
happen every time. Every time.
Yep. I don't know what it is, but
It hurts.
It's happened so many times. Nomads popping shots here,
Very nice.
getting some damage in, but
There we go.
will cruise right on by. And Chronic's already out. I was hoping, Excuse would try and mimic what
Kick.
he did in game one and just keep playing aggressive. Like, yo, that worked out great. Let's keep that mindset.
All right.
Chronix was probably thinking the same thing.
Click.
Like, man, I had like 9 eliminations, 1,000 plus
Tires.
damage. Oh, man. Jaji is just unstoppable. This
He
car.
won't.
He's going to
just-
drive to the moon with it.
And this
Such
kid
a
is old.
hassle.
Like season 2, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he is rocking the OG skin right into another play. Oh, actually, it's just his own team.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
this is
Yeah. Imagine though, imagine. That would have been hilarious.
All right, saved, and we are done.
Where is this at? Okay, okay, all right. They're gonna be
Looking for a PT in that field right now.
bridge camping. Yeah, they are bridge camping. So hopping in the Dodge.
Really?
Oh, you can't leave that car.
You should have left.
The only issue, Mike, is I already pay a staff of 3, and they're so underpaid that it's
Well,
I shouldn't even call it paying so much as like sending a thank you at the end of the month. But
good zone.
like the most I could afford for it is just
We see another player go down. Yeah, now
like if you're anywhere like above the range of like high school and you're doing it on social media anyway, there's no way I could make it worth your time financially, unfortunately. I'd say like the most I could afford to pay for that is like 30 a month, and that's just not okay. The one thing I will say about me is that I refuse to like run a Discord where I don't pay my staff and stuff. I just can't feel okay about that. And I think a lot of servers don't. I think most servers don't pay. I don't know of another server that does pay their staff. And other than Mel's or Mommy's, I don't really know of many that have like a loyal staff that are like proud of it and stick around for over a year or something like that. A lot of these orgs, so to speak, that kind of like pop-up orgs, they'll function at like 3,000% for, I don't know, 2 seasons and then fade away because they all just, it's too much if you're not getting something out of it. And the people who run mine, the head of my staff, I mean, God, she runs so many other things while in school and deserves so much more than I'm able to pay her.
They are going to finish this off sooner rather than later.
It's a real bummer.
Want this elimination point. Alex does have some angles to work with. Here.
But
he has a nade locked and loaded. They heard the pin.
they don't do it for the money. I know that
Not
much.
gonna be able
They
to
do it
catch anything.
because they love the community.
Poor Alex just
in
gonna
the
try to buy
event.
some more time and excuse, a little bit nervous to push this. And honestly, it's a thing, right? Especially with the DBS being available these days, you never know. Someone can make a crazy shot.
Yep.
But here they come.
And also because I told them if they didn't,
Really well. They forced
I'm going to just completely Photoshop terrible things and post it all over Discord. And they said, please don't. And I said, well, then get to work.
Wow.
that pretty much forces
Kind of like blackmail, but not quite.
When they peek through and look, just like
Beautiful.
that, through the smoke, they cleared like all the corners, and they could just tell. They know he's back here. There's nowhere other.
But hey, Mike, I'm going to type my Discord ID in
That was
the
beautiful.
chat here.
You can ask for a better one. I mean, they smoked it out. And what do? You know he's got to be in one corner somewhere sitting.
Would love to talk with you more about that stuff. Maybe I can get you in
That's exactly what
part-time, in terms of like helping post stuff for the Discord. That would still be a huge
tearing through your team. So
boost.
beautifully done. Love to see them.
But I am in the works with something else in that regard too. But very much looking for a social media manager who will do it for free. I can't do that. I just can't do it.
Look at that zone. You can see them all the way down the bottom.
Right now, I'm all right with under 40 because it's not really a big of a deal. How much are you putting out? Yeah, I'm putting out a lot of content though, bro. Like,
Every game. I don't think
when I post, it has to go to Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Discord, YouTube announcements. Let's see. When I go live, I have to have hashtags updated in every platform that updates or that uses hashtags. I have to, whenever I make a post, not just having to update the hashtags on every post, I have to also tag, the channels or people that I'm trying to tag. They always have a different tag on different platforms. So that's fun. And then TikTok shorts and YouTube shorts, or TikTok clips and YouTube shorts. Probably post about 8 to 10 of those around 8 to 10 a month. So it's a lot. And the other thing is that I will have to talk with my staff because it's not really money that's allocated in the budget here, and money should go to them. And actually, that's actually more than I pay them per person for what they do, and that I would say that the social media part would be a bigger job. Just let me talk with my staff, and we'll see. Because I'm just not trying to screw anyone over. Any more than I already do.
It's all sorts of craziness happening on that northern side, but right now, I want to pay close attention to Hyper, the champions again.
I'm gonna swap out.
The champions in the lobby right now, most amount of points against Excuse, just came off a very strong game. And look at the way Hyper are clearing every little thing out.
Very carefully. They are playing this so slowly right now. Not looking to make a single mistake. High with a little bit of a low toss smoke there. Just trying to buy some time. That was a low toss nade as well. And let's see how they decide to play it. Because, I mean, this is Excuse, right? Excuse had a crazy amount of eliminations this last match. So they're very warmed up, very ready to go. Don't want to get caught slipping. So I like the fact that Hyper are taking their time here. And this is so edge that the chance of a third party is pretty risky right here. So I think they're allowed to take their time. You see Ren looking to try to find some angles and parkour his way up, and Matt comes on in. And you can just see him turning in every direction, saying, no, please, no, as he is eliminated.
How are you, bro?
They get the points, but they lose one in the process.
Yeah, thought he was being sneaky, but he's still paying attention to all the details, the sound cues.
Good. Welcome in. Thanks for being here.
To shift even further north, I think it was a hard shift north. The white is literally touching the blue from the previous circle, so everybody on the south, once again, has to keep going north.
Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, it looks like we got a Trepno finish, possibly. YKG, the only team right now there. It's just 24K all by himself. Bope, meanwhile, dead center. And I think Bope seems to be like YKG's kryptonite.
We've seen it a few times. A few times where Bope are the ones to take out YKG. So we'll see.
I haven't checked my post reactions yet.
Second floor, no one's home though. Everyone's on the first floor here. And Hyper does
that one looks good. That one looks real good. Oh, that hurt.
Oh, did I not add one?
Does a great job though. Nice shot though on a baton.
Yeah, I think that was kindness. That was kindness. Just really pre-fight.
Wow.
Oh, DDS through the smoke. I thought it was Nerd. Nope. Look at where he's standing. He's just watching his teammate like, I can't do anything for you, buddy. I can't do anything for you.
He jumped down. He caught him on the res. Oh, but gets shot in the back. Nice heads up play from Mezexis though, right? To be able to cover that instantly, that was huge. He does a pretty rough Molotov. Kindness not able to thread that needle that time. He is Kindness. He's out here playing. Oh, the tightest of peaks. But getting punished. And that is Hyper out of there. Very fortunate for YKG, for Hyper to get stopped here, especially after them losing so many members to Bope early on.
But Hyper already have picked up 4 points, and YKG, well, they only have 1 player with 1 point. I don't even know if YKG could get more points than Hyper this match, because we know placement points are really hard to come by now.
True. But you know what? That at least minimize the damage. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it being a 20, 30 point game from Hyper, 4 is going to be still good. Still good, because I mean, it's crazy that even when they have a bad game, they still put up some solid points.
And that was Hyper working in from their edge, fighting their way in. So they could do
All right, I'm going to actually make one more announcement.
Right? That's not their forte. It just so happened with this zone. That's what they had to do. And next time we have a circle like this, you know what you were saying earlier, Jukes? You want to see a team just start rotating immediately? I think Hyper, they're going to adapt to that and be that team.
Kick
It's gonna
customs.
rotate immediately. Mizex is trying to get out of here, but Extreme Slayers are just going to say, no, sir. Here comes Brady with a beautiful nade. And the pre-fire. That is how you do it right there, folks. Extreme Slayers taking advantage. Inactive.
Calm down, bud.
Solid start for Inactive. I will say that, right? I think he has been doing pretty well, unfortunately. Just getting caught off guard there. Extreme Slayers taking advantage of that situation. 5 eliminations. And
Give me 1 second, and I'm going to repost that.
are gone.
We've done 2 or 3 giveaways so far.
Shine here.
2, I think.
Yeah, Extreme Slayers.
But I'm going to do some in just a sec.
Tougher than Hyper on the leaderboards.
Calm down, Augie
Points are
boy.
ready. 4 players still up. We'll see how well they do. Execute coming in.
There we go.
Really committing all 4 players to
Tiny Shack.
the Tiny Shack.
Tiny
I mean,
Shack.
when desperate measures
Hey,
must be employed.
that's how you do it. Especially if you're a player like Tensa, one of the only esports players in North America with a voice pack in the game. Right? Tons of global experience. Like crazy. You know, if you execute, sometimes Shack's the play, baby. And it's looking like it's working so far, but Extreme Slayer saying, we ain't going for no Shack, baby. We're going for some run-overs. Look at that. Getting some more points on the board. And the question is, which team's going to have the most eliminations right now, Zute? And with how aggressive we're seeing Extreme Slayers, I'm going to have to go with them.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Extreme Slayers looking really good. Still with 4 alive.
Augie, relax, big fella.
That's 2 knocks. Oh, what have we done?
Give me just a sec. Oh, did I not give you a bite? Guys, did I give Augie a bite of the sandwich?
I think Jack is waiting for that.
I think I might have forgotten. I think that's why he's upset.
He has the skills to pay the bills, and hopefully we can see Wall Street bets pop up.
Stop!
That was one team prior
Not
to
you,
that
Augs. You're
I thought
okay.
was gonna do a little bit better. I think they took a little too long to put
There we
City
go.
in the roster. Well, let's see how they're gonna finish this way because they're going up against Speed.
God dang it.
All right, Speed Fire. Now's the time to.
Do they have
Things
4 up
happen.
again? Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
please. Don't
You
lose
got-
another.
Relax,
4.
buddy.
Do not lose another.
I accidentally just deleted the post. Hold on.
Exclamation point. You have 4 up this late in the game. You have
Here we
to be able
go.
to get more than 1.
Here we go. Blow it up. Blow that vehicle up. Blow it up, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And here they go. Extreme Slayers on the back foot remix. Saying, see ya. Goodbye. Speed Fire.
Where's the other player? What's the other player doing? Guess what he's doing? Jukes.
Told Mangles. Oh, here comes Execute. Here comes Execute.
Wait, no. Trick and Fate jumped out. The other 2 players kept going. What?
Why? Brady in the mix now. Looking to build some angles.
We need a replay on that.
Fate here, baby. Here, looking to make some plays, looking to get it done all by himself. Said, hey, I got it, guys. Don't worry. Y'all head on in. Didn't work out. Didn't work out, but he's still alive. He's going to go for this res on the trick.
I need a second to digest what just happened, Jukes.
Okay.
Caster, I know
That
it's
was
my
such
job
a
to blow
pain.
things out,
He was waiting
but
for you to
that
go
didn't
give him a
happen.
bite. I
Wait
can't
a
believe I
second.
forgot.
So the other 2 members that...
Oh, the camping worked.
I'll give you a treat right now to make up for it.
That-
1
and-
point?
My sweet
100%.
boy.
Yeah, that's a 100% increase on what they did in the last game so far. So far, so good.
Not your bully sticks yet. That's for after dinner.
Nice. Look for the
1v2?
nade. 1v2. Whatever will win these against Sexy.
He's got to move around. Yeah, he can't just sit still.
Yeah, don't hold that. Don't just sit in the corner. That's not gonna work.
Look at this cute face. My sweet old big fat smelly boy.
Well, you know what? It could.
Wrong channel.
You never know.
This kid's still alive.
Still alive. They actually.
Sorry guys, that countdown is not legit.
Where is Trick at?
Unbelievable. He's there. He's right there. He's sitting down the left side of your screen.
Dang.
He found a nice rock. He's holding it down. Meanwhile, here comes Passion Fruit, taking out Bope. And
4
launch-
players up.
Wow, good looking good so far. Meanwhile, Ace of Spades getting into it with the nomads. I mean, this is just all out
Mayhem.
mayhem here in Big Candy.
Yes.
Oh,
So we got Mizexis who won round 1.
Give us more. This is the most fun Bikini Circle I've ever seen. Yes,
Really?
Still alive. That's one team out. Ace of Spades.
Kiddo.
The full send. Kiddo. There's Trick. What's
look
Trick
around.
doing?
Behind you.
I'll take this spot too. Hops in the car. That's smart. That's smart. He's like, damn, there is no cover out here. I may as well go in this car. And Trick. Oh, that nade. Oh, bounces to the wrong side. Kiddo did get the heal off. He could push in now.
They're both
Kiddo's
inside. They're both in the zone. I think they're big chilling. I think Kiddo's just gonna hold in the Tesla.
He can see Trick through
He-
that window.
He can, and I think he's fine with it. And Trick has nothing. He has
No
no more
nades.
nades. Oh, it's
Nothing left.
brutal.
They should both chill here.
Yeah, they should. Honestly, if you're Trick, you want Kiddo outside, right? You want him to be a teammate and to kind of like just fight a squad if they go on in.
Come do duos, my
Yeah,
friend will
Trick,
come.
Kiddo, you know,
The
temporary
thing
nades,
about that is, Gojo, is that I would have to do twice the payout
and, you know,
per
once
match.
The final zone comes down to it, then you break that lease. You know what I'm saying? You just make some plays. So far, so good. Look at that. Kiddo and Trick. What do you think they're talking about? I mean, obviously. They
But
can't-
I forgot to actually make it so the
They're
participants could react to the post. So we've already got 3 checks so far.
Get here. Oh, you don't even want to know.
You don't even
wanna
wanna know, baby.
You don't even want to know how I got here.
You better watch out for the nades. Uh-oh, Kiddo got tapped. Trick's like, are you okay, buddy? Are you okay? Kiddo's
Imagine
like, I'm
Trick.
fine, man.
Imagine Trick telling story time. Kiddo was like, okay, well, first we were in one car.
Yeah.
Then 2 of us jumped out. The other 2 kept going. I don't know what was
Yeah.
happening.
And then
And
both
then we
Zimas
stole
were...
some cars.
Yeah.
And now I'm here. I don't know.
We had both Zimas inside of a building that was secure. We smoked it out, bro. You know? We hopped in. We got out. Full sent it.
What's
Oh, no,
good,
no!
Tammy? How you doing, my dude?
Oh, man.
Trick
Welcome in.
dying right now. Losing his buddy like that. That has got to hurt.
Yeah, well, that's an extra placement position, though. So Trick just needs to survive a little bit more for that placement points. Passion
Ugh.
Fruit with 3. They lost 1. They're on the edge. And everyone's allergic to Trick right now.
Mhm.
No one wants to move up because there's no
Bro,
one besides Trick's.
I want to say this little analogy one time, so pardon me for the language, but it's so fitting right now.
Bet you wonder how.
In this case, I'd be a terrible, terrible magician, because I would F a trick
Comes
up.
on down to K19. In FPV, got the ooh.
That's from a 2009 Eminem freestyle, but I just heard it for the first time in ages.
Saying, no, sir.
How you doing, Timbo?
Go for a red
Timbo
zone.
Slice?
Can, yeah, with this blue zone coming in so hot, it just might stop right on them. It does, so they have a little bit of cover.
Dang,
They're still wide open.
Photoshop
So many
is
players, Passion Fruit.
really slowing the things down.
Makito trying to do what he can. Oh, the
No,
shots.
he goes down. Nice.
That's the grenade by
Nice
Lotus,
nade there
yeah.
from Onder. He's gonna eat some
Onder?
blue zone. He eats a blue zone for the angle. He gets the point.
I like that. I like that. The blue zone is good. It hurts them, but it gives them the angle to work with. And look at that. Nate's like, where those shots come from?
Yo, Trick win this game, please.
Oh,
Trick,
yeah. Trick can
please,
win this game.
Please
What are we down
win
to?
this game, please. I mean, it's getting pretty
1v2v2?
close right here. Yeah, there's only 5
Wait,
players remaining.
24K is still alive.
Yes, he is. All the
From
way over there from
YKG.
YKG. 24K.
Say what?
Let's go, baby.
Okay.
He's been by himself half the game, or more than half the
No,
game.
more than 90% of the game.
That's right.
80 to 90%, I think.
And he's gonna get this point right here. Onder is done for, right? So that's like once this next
Yeah.
zone pops, he's done for. He knows it, yeah. And there he goes down. He actually tried to jump out. Trick takes
Oh,
the point. Trick has the angles.
Oh,
my gosh!
24K
And they were
shooting.
looking the other direction. Trick, shoot the shots. Take it.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that.
And it gets Nate. Oh, Nate, shutting him down. Too much patience.
And that's actually probably, if people do want to start, if we get enough votes
Now it is just
at the
Trick.
beginning, That's usually how I started, is a TDM.
It's your boy. It's your boy Juancho.
Sometimes
Wendy's.
Oh,
ends up staying as TDMs, to be honest, but...
Mitch Juancho wins these all day long. There's no way he can
Come
go
here,
the
big
blue zone
fella.
is
You
gonna
need
hurt.
some
He's gonna hit a free.
scratches.
Juancho, you gotta hit the free fires, buddy. You gotta run.
Sweet.
No, he hit a nade. Juancho with the nade.
All right.
I bet I can throw a nade over the mountains, baby, and gets it done for Passion Fruit.
The nade master. He soared that thing right across the sky. If we could get a recap of that. Follow the nade in. The chicken dinner nade.
Oh.
Passion Fruit.
God, the community on YouTube's
Huge game.
PMPL chat is just so hyper toxic. It's unbelievable.
That was a great game to behold.
Juancho with the step back three, dude. Oh, that was so disgusting. Absolutely laced it right there. 24K. Gotta give him props, right, for surviving that long and putting some good points on the board for YKG in a game where Hyper went out pretty early. I mean, we thought that they weren't even gonna get close to the amount of points they did. So I mean, for YKG to do that, that was sick and awesome of Juancho to be able to clutch that up too.
Yeah, and man, say less. I'm ready to go to the highlights because I want to watch some of those highlights back. That whole entire game was a highlight reel in my opinion, Chuk. So don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned for these highlights, and we'll be back with the desk.
Yeah, this whole computer is, yeah, it is the whole computer's kind of bugging out right now. All right. I'm gonna have to close out something here. I don't know what's going on. Probably me trying to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 streams, Photoshop, Discord, notes, 2 browsing apps.
I feel like we've ever seen. Probably one of the most entertaining matches we've had happen so far in this season. Uneven. It had everything, man. It had drama. It had solos. It had drive-bys that were meant to be drive-bys, but ended up being 2 players not driving by. I don't know what else to say, man.
You know, I don't know about ever seen, right? I do recall a game where a certain player got 11 kills. It was crazy. He wiped loops and everything. But, yeah, it was pretty good. This is a close second, right? I don't know what was going on with Execute. I mean, they had all that time.
Yeah, he might have got the placement for him, but they are really low on the bracket.
You know, I struggled to understand what they were thinking about, but it looked cool. So,
Okay.
I like it.
Well, we do actually have a replay of it. And I feel like this would be probably the perfect time to take a look at whatever you want to call miscommunication, Trackmania. I don't know what you want to look at, but this was probably...
God, I just want to go off on these kids so bad, but it's like... I know it's a trap the second I do. Oh, Passion Fruit.
Let's take a look.
Passion Fruit 9 times out of 10 over the Eagles. Hey, what's up, Fatality?
This point here, like,
It has been a minute, dude. How have you been?
I don't know. This definitely is...
yeah, this is after the reset, right? So basically...
What's good? All right, who wants to do a UC spin? We are going to put a timer up, let's say,
take their time
2 minutes
and,
this
you know, let
time.
their teammates support, but for some reason they decided that it was the best call to like kind of just keep driving the 2 players that remained in the car. It seemed like they wanted to fight, they wanted to crash.
A little over
and
2
then
minutes.
2 of them had that in their mind.
All right, everybody. If you want to be a part of this UC giveaway, all you got to do is type UC in whatever chat you're watching. But be aware, to get paid out, you have to be following on Kick. All right, Gojo.
There's too many questions.
You know what?
So it's just that it's going slow, and I'm running too much stuff on the Mac right now, and I need to clean the disk quite a bit. All right, Mike, you're on it. Lit, you're on it. I typed UC at first instead of the. Whoops, I did that 2 days in a row now. Gojo. Sorry about that. I typed Gojo instead of UC instead of Gojo.
lay of the ground.
What are
How
words?
did he get to this position, and why
I'm gonna
was he
need that
able to
Gojo luck today. Hey, Demon.
Well,
No
this is
way,
another
Demon.
tidbit of knowledge.
Whoa.
I
It
don't
has
know if
been
it
a
was
minute. Thank you so much for the follow on Kick.
same conclusion.
Hollow. Plus, I broke my phone, so I can't play PUBG till I get a new one. Oh, no.
And especially
Demon, how have you been?
Candy that is so centered focused. You know that after 2 or 3
It's been a
hard shifts,
kind of good.
that north side is just gonna be crystal
School?
clear to
Okay.
nobody, right?
What
But
grade are you at
I
now,
don't know
bro?
if they thought about this or what, but 24K
Are you about ready for college?
Like, all right, we need to get away from
Or
all
are
the
you gonna be
the center.
pursuing college? What's the plans?
Let me go to the edge. Let me go where nobody is. And he goes north.
All right, 30 seconds left.
Exactly what you
Right
want.
now, all we have is Gojo, Demon, Mike, and Lit. Anyone else who wants to be entered, just type UC. Fatality, if you want to enter it, you totally can.
People condensed together.
Oh, I'm sorry, Demon. I just now saw you redeem something. Give Augie a treat. You got it.
Nice, clean, empty side.
How have you been?
Control out of ground and have some nice, easy rotations. Do it. You don't always need to force elimination points. Those will pick up as you get into the late games more and more. So if they knew that the north side was clear and they decided not to, I think that's a mistake. But I think more likely, they didn't know that, and as a solo 24K kind of just went off and looked for a compound.
Oh, sorry about that.
Reached,
Dealing with
you know,
Grandma
reached
and
right
Grandpa.
conclusion with the wrong equation.
finish? Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I feel bad for all the viewers at home.
Yeah, I know. I knew that was coming, Demon. I remember, you were dealing with that for quite some time, and I know that's. I know how difficult that is. I'm dealing with that now, as we speak too, with not just Augie but my own parents. Are pretty up there, but and that does tend to happen, more not all the time or not even frequently per se, but it does happen, where after one passes, the other sort of wants to follow, and it just kind of happens sometimes. I think there's a lot of beauty to that.
We tell him go wherever, he just kills the entire squad for us,
Why is that sad, Demon? That he passed away then. I mean, like, you knew he was gonna pass for a long time. I would say it would have been worse if, like, he had passed on a birthday or passed while you guys hadn't been able to spend time with him in quite some time or something like that. That would be rough. And then no matter what, it's an extremely painful thing to go through. But in terms of him passing between y'all's birthdays, it's not like he could have timed it, And he really hung in there for quite some time. I know you thought he was going to pass quite a bit earlier.
I got you. 2-free. And speaking of 2-free.
Yeah, I mean, but
You were always known as
the time of passing,
in North America, right? That last player to survive and get those places.
I mean, he sounds like he was quite a fighter because he really hung in there for quite some time.
That placement point error.
But I am so sorry for your loss, and I know how difficult that is. I'm in therapy every single week now trying to prepare myself, so I get it. All right, anyways, we're going to brighten up the mood. First UC spin. Or not first, but next UC spin. Here we go. Sorry, guys, about the vibe. Demon, my Discord is open. If you need someone to talk to, as always, it's always open, and you can reach out anytime. So I'm here for you. Good. All right, Gojo. That Gojo luck kicked it in. He says, "Let's go, Joe."
Can't wait to see what you do on the main stage, brother.
Thank you.
666. Oops, shouldn't send that. All right, Gojo, hang tight.
Woo! From the front lines to viewer partying, baby. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's how you do it. Sixless. Meanwhile, you got Juancho riding in the back of cars. But you know what? The whole time, he's just warming up that arm, baby. You know what I'm saying? He's warming up that arm. Getting ready to lace those nades and get that chicken dinner. Beautifully.
Oh, no. Gojo, I'm going to need your user ID one more time.
Yeah, I mean, Six was saying 15 eliminations per scrim match.
Wow.
I don't know. Maybe scrims are a little bit different than the actual.
This time I'm gonna save it
I'll
in
tell
my
you what,
notes
they
here.
really are. And it's not just him. I remember when I was at PMGC.
Yeah, I'm gonna need it one more time, but this will be the last time I need it because I'm gonna save it after this one.
Third in the scrim matches.
Oh,
Last
Demon, no,
match,
you didn't have to.
couldn't even
Oh
qualify.
my gosh, Demon, I'm so sorry.
Scrims,
Botrix is a
man, you
jerk.
can't judge anything based off scrims.
What just
But
happened?
you know what we can judge? It's this match going on right now. The actual PM.
Botrix can munch on.
As we head into Erangel Hot Juice.
I'm so sorry. That I mean, it's been pissing me. It's I don't know how to fix it that well, and it only works half the time to begin with.
Man, I'll tell you what.
All right.
Can't talk about one of my favorite matches. Watch. 'Cause that match
Yo,
was sick. I mean,
Gojo, let me get that ID.
it had everything. It had everything. It had all the storylines, and all the crazy plays, crazy drive-bys. And, for those of you guys in the chat
Ah.
that are, watching this, criticizing X for, some
All right, you got it, Gojo.
decision-making.
What's his name?
That's them on Bikini. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do on Bikini. Okay?
Sad. Okay.
That's the play. That's the play. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you're like, hey, we're
It
fine.
has, Demon. Yeah, I actually haven't been playing much at all lately. Haven't had time,
Comes to,
but we should play some soon.
you think it's a curse? For
I might play some tonight. Probably not, but if not tonight, then first day that PMPL's off again.
Regards to that,
Um,
hold on.
Joey?
what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Gojo. Since you've been supporting pretty much nonstop since I started this watch party thing,
He does
oh,
the tree is powerful.
I will definitely do this a couple times, but I will say I do prefer that if you have me send it to someone else, I'm okay with doing that. I don't really see a problem with it, but I would also request that that person I'm sending it to try to follow on Kick as well, if they can at some point. Not a requirement in this particular case, because as I said, you've been there through pretty much everything. What up, Headhunter? How you doing, bro?
We've been having rough games.
How's it going, my guy?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna send it to him right now. 1 second, Gojo.
That Bikini match, right? Where Execute, like, two of them hopped out of the moving car and stuff. I don't know about you, Jukes, but I've actually done
Okay,
that
yeah,
before
that's sad. Okay.
in matches where
Razor
our team was,
Gold.
like, driving
Let me just,
really fast by a compound. and
authorize the
we have
payment.
a small little cliffside, right? So we get air, we get momentum. And my brain's thinking, like, we're not clearing this. We're crashing right in. Get ready, hit that exit button, and guns blazing, right? So as they're going through the air, that's probably what two of them thought. It's like, oh, we're not clearing this. Exit button immediately, guns ready, and then the other two are just like,
What are you
Well,
doing?
see ya.
And he's
it-
gone.
It happens, just
There we go.
very rarely, but they made it work. Execute kind of.
All right, good sir. It has been sent to Mr. Sad.
Because the other two that kept driving, they were done. They were gone. I don't know where they went, but they weren't alive anymore.
So, yeah, interesting play there from Execute. It does happen. I mean, the miscommunications happen, and especially dire times where, the play's either one or the other. So it's crazy to see them do that here. But you know what? Now it's Erangel. It's time to shake all that off. You know what I'm saying? It's time to shake all that off.
Oh, you're talking about my overall followers. Okay.
We've been all hoping and waiting to see, and making beautiful decisions together, not doing too much.
I trust you, Gojo. I don't think you're lying.
I think that's all Execute has to do is just get out of their own way.
Did you guys see my subscriber count on Kick? We got 10 subs, and it's all thanks to my boy Sin.
That we see so often. This zone, by the way, it's pretty much just dead center of the circle. This is probably one of the more just standard circles in Erangel. We have Gaka included, east side of Pachinki included. Could quite literally go anywhere. And taking a look at the map, Jukes, not seeing anything else too interesting. I don't know. Do you see anything?
Nothing too that's standing out to me just yet. I mean, we are seeing a little bit of congestion over there in the Roslak area, but that is to be expected. So nothing too out of the ordinary. Canadian Eagles doing a split right now. That's kind of a little bit odd, between Lepovka and Kameshki. Quinn all the way up there, Kameshki by himself.
I see that now.
So that's a little, a little different. know what I'm saying?
There's just not enough room in Lipovka for 4 people to loot.
That's
So
true.
he's just gonna go to Kameshki.
He
on the other side.
Oh my God.
Baby. Yeah, you can see them right here. Over here in Lippy.
Did it really just
Doing
ban
Zexus.
Sin again?
One.
Yeah, the Mizzak's had a huge game one. They're not in this lobby though. It's not around. So Canadian Eagle,
What the?
they're safe. They're chilling.
Oh my God.
So where are they gonna go? That's the question. It's very much a lot of the big checkpoints taken. There are definitely some spots still available for sure. The zone is pretty big. But as far
I
as
mean,
like
it's one of those circles where I don't think we're gonna see any real rotations, right? Because it's just like the power positions are spread so far across the map. Like there's a good one all the way in the east side, good one all the way in the west, south, north, wherever you want to name it. Where it's like, let's just wait and see the second circle, and then we'll really know which power position might actually help us in the next few zones. If you go now, it could go anywhere, and you're just like, may as well take some time to loot up a little bit, you know, get some more of that level 2 vest, more first aids, grenades.
I don't understand what's going on.
And honestly, looking at the
Why does it keep
guys can't
banning
see,
him?
but there's like one team moving right now, and that's K19. Everyone else is still just chilling and waiting. You can't blame them.
yeah, everyone's just gonna. This is the calm before the storm. I think there was so much heat in Vikendi that.
Oh, let me check
Slow it down a little bit.
the post, see if we have enough reactions. I don't think we will.
Let's get some good points on the board.
Pretty sure we won't
From there, so
at this point.
not surprised to see this being the.
Yeah,
play.
definitely
I
not.
do have a question for you, Sute.
We only had 4 reacts to it total, so I think we're gonna skip that.
Nades,
Uh-oh.
execute.
What is
ace.
going on?
And that is totally okay with me.
This is
That's
all the way by North George,
Yeah, in the northwest,
near Zarky.
outside of zone. They're outside of where they loot. So, not sure how this predicament happened. It looked like they were trying to chase each other down. Execute with 2 members knocked, but it is a 2v2. Oh, another player goes down. Now it's a 2v1. Tense up. He wins these. Should be easy. Oh, the quick bait and switch. Okay, I like it. I like it.
And yeah, okay, there's the teamwork right there. Beautifully done. They're gonna pick up that point, get these reses off as well. Casper not able to make it in that buggy, and Tensi said, "You're too late, buddy. I'm out of here." So you got
So-
your-
Hey DJ,
Where's the other aces? I thought those 2 were the last 2 aces spades.
he's just talking about seeing who's following me, so in terms of payouts and
way
stuff.
over there. So split up. So by himself. Oh, he did take some shots. Those were angry shots right there, Zute. Have you ever seen them? That's exactly what they are.
I don't know how that all happened. That might have been a set plan from Execute, because they start off deep
Hey,
in the
Mike.
North Pole, looting, and if they were to rotate, they go east. They go
Oh,
south.
hold on, Mike.
Zone, right?
Don't tell me because I did accidentally
That's definitely not coming from
ban
I think they
my
did
buddy
rotation points,
Sin.
that's what they
Let's see if I accidentally did something with you.
Done. Okay, execute. All right, pulling
play.
out some
There we go.
some bait plays. You know what I'm saying? Some.
Oh my God! It just timed out
So
Sin
they
again.
realized that, hey, you know what? Maybe they had that one in the playbook, and after that last game, they're like, okay, we gotta pull out some.
We're
some
on fire
plays.
right now.
Yeah, we gotta make some decisions. Let's go.
Let's call all the plays. We can do it all now. Next circle. Oh, the giant hilltops of
Wow.
Pachinki coming into full effect here, and of course, Pachinki itself is going to be a consideration for some of these teams now. This is going to be a
Yep.
hectic one.
This is gonna get interesting. Look at that. You can already see all the teams heading to that central area, that Pachinki Hill, being taken up pretty quickly here. This is gonna be a fun circle.
I'm not-
Meanwhile, you still got
I'm about to lose my mind.
way far away from the zone, so they're gonna have to.
Why is it doing
their
this?
Way through, maybe through the Everest side here. As we see YK
I didn't
on the road.
time him out.
24K, clutching up some nice points for his team there in the last game. That was pretty nice.
Yeah, a lot of placement points. That nade, though, unfortunate for 24K. Juancho, too good. Too good with
Too good. He don't lose those. I'm telling you, he does not lose those. Man is an absolute monster.
Oh, Juancho
Meanwhile,
popping off?
Juancho, yep. Hey, you know
Double
what?
knock.
Speak
Double
of the man. Speak of the man, and he will appear. And Passion Fruit putting in some work right now against Wall Street Bets.
Unbelievable.
That's K19.
I'm sorry, K19. I was looking at Wall Street Bets on the map. That's right, K19 getting demolished right there. Nice. Here comes
It's
HH.
It's HH last alive.
I thought he was coming in this direction. Instead, going in the opposite way. K19 just getting ripped apart there. That's got to hurt.
So you either lose HH first and win the fight,
Correct.
or if HH stays alive, the rest of the team is gone.
Ouch.
That's what I've deducted so far. K19 just having such a rough week.
All right.
2 weeks, even. I think there was.
You guys want to do another UC spin?
started showing signs of life, so
It better like him. He gifted 10 subs on Kick.
this player had
And I get
huge potential.
literally 95% of that.
And then after
So
that,
it better like him.
they just fell off.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Really show a comeback.
Yeah, not able to have that same success. That's been tough. You know, we definitely know that that roster is solid. HH with so much experience in this game, just synergy seeming to lack. The decision making a little bit behind the 8 ball. So hopefully they can, you know, grow as this tournament goes on. That's something that we are
Who's he talking about?
hoping to see. Meanwhile, Canadian Eagles, right? Canadian Eagles had a great day yesterday. They started off this one
They did.
pretty rough, so they're looking to continue that streak. It's definitely a big bump in the road, though, for them. How are they going to cross it, though, right? How are they going to be able to bounce back once again and really regain that consistency? All it takes is a good game here. You can see them playing this very carefully. They're keeping those vehicles extra safe as they're creeping up onto Passion Fruit. Next up about the pop. Where are we going, Zoo?
To Pachinki. Let's see it. And to a little bit west of Pachinki. Pachinki's still in, but yeah, okay, this hilltop, it's coming into play.
Do I know the game Warlords? No, I
Those
don't.
hilltops, such strong compounds. You still have a few options to pick from, so we'll see which teams take what. Passion Fruit, by the way, man, their momentum leader.
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Type UC in the chat before it's gone, and you will be entered.
But then they get that huge chicken off McKinney, and now they're starting off strong now with 3 eliminations onto K19.
Gojo,
I want to see.
you're in.
Passion Fruit.
Mike, you're in.
Continue to grow.
DJ, you're
That's
in.
what PNPL is all about. Just getting better
Demon,
and
you're
better
in.
and better.
Butterfly effect coming through here on the rotation. Passion Fruit launches.
What is going on here with this? Oh, I see. Sorry about this feed, guys.
Because I hit those
Switching it back to 1080. That was an accident.
nades, I can hit these shots. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Is like all it takes is a good game. A good game.
All right.
Get your confidence up.
We got
and
4 on it.
start getting into
That's
the
good. Good
flow
odds.
Right now. And I think that is something we're definitely seeing as we see a big crash. SLR. Wall Street bets getting shut down.
All right, let's get it.
Nice defense there from SLR.
Yeah, SLR. All I heard were shots for a solid 5-6 seconds there, and SLR win that one out. Only one player locked, oh maybe. Okay, yep. Change your angle.
Demon.
360 all around. High ground, across the ways. You have another compound looking your way. Yeah, this compound's not really great for.
Yep. It was close. Demon, I'm going to need you to... Oh, wait. Yeah, just type in your user ID on Kick.
Sometimes that's what you got to do, right? If you get those zones in that spot, you're good. But if it doesn't go there, it's really hard to leave because there's just sight lines from every single angle, and your vehicles are most likely going to get destroyed,
Yeah,
and
they're
you're just going to
gone.
be stuck. So yeah, it's not a compound we see a lot of teams take too often unless just absolutely necessary. You're betting that the zone goes here, pretty much.
Yeah. And, well, they pick up 3 points already, so that's great for them. Execute. One of them knocks. Skills of Mine finding Casper. Casper in the back line's getting third party up on that north side, so Execute just trapped in a sandwich between Excuse and Skills of Mine. Casper naded, finished, exploded. Execute down to 3 now. And they're split up. Fate, I think, is on the high ground. And Fate gets knocked by Excuse.
Uh-oh.
Now it's all down to 10-ton Trick.
The numbers, Demon.
Execute, right? Starting off so strong with Casper with 3 eliminations. And now he is gone, done, and dusted. Just the final 2 remaining players here going up against Excuse. Back up against the wall. Trick has to make a play.
As you were commentating that, Passion Fruit took down 2 or 3 players of YKG.
And look,
Passion
and then
Fruit, by the way, Took down 2 or 3 players of YKG down in the southwest.
Crazy. Passion Fruit is turning it up. And Canadian Eagles, this is a beautiful angle for them to hold this ridge line here. They're going to have so
this
many
third
sight
party's
lines on this
disgusting.
fight. And they're just looking to pick up some big points.
They have circle priority too. When the blue zone closes, they could be the last to leave. The other teams are going to have to start cooking in the blue if they don't want to take this fight. The nades are coming in here. Excuse find themselves really caught in a tough position.
Oh, guys, I'm sorry about that.
Trick goes down. Excuse should make that push over
done.
now.
How can I...
Watch out, though, 'cause Canadian
How come I can't type?
Eagles, I'm surprised that
Yeah,
Baby
no,
didn't
they
take
just
those
ran over
shots.
for free.
How did
I
they-
don't
how
know.
did they even
What
cross?
did
I
it
didn't see those smoke
time
bombs.
you out, or...
Well, maybe they just caught him slipping. Tensa with a nice
Not sure why it did that, Mike.
Got that S12K. Looking to heal up. Oh, Matt with
Thanks for the
nade.
follow, 1, 2, 3.
Good. Down
All right,
goes
Demon.
Tensa, and that's
I will
excellent.
send it to you right now.
Players are so good at just free firing through smokes into corners and angles now. You can't rely on smokes to think you're safe. Matt gets caught on the molly. He's on fire. Goes out.
I think I accidentally closed out my display.
Third party. Now they gotta evacuate
I did.
the area as the blue zone is coming in. They are taking a little bit of damage here. But I like how Canadian Eagles played that. They had one player further back to get some forward scouting, some forward info. And he's in a great spot to provide some cover as the rest of the team leaves.
I love to see
Hi,
the
Coach.
confidence from Quinn, especially.
Welcome in, 1, 2, 3.
You know what? This fight's done. Like, my team's got this.
Gojo, you're more popular than I am.
And get ready for the next rotation. That's a good heads-up play right there.
Of course, I'm not very popular.
This team,
All right, let's
they
see.
have the potential. We saw it yesterday. You know, all they gotta do is just make a couple right decisions and continue with these plays, and we can see them.
Oh, you're in low lives now. Nice.
As we look at skills of mine.
Demon.
Now on the rotation on in.
4 teams
SLR
fought
had a
over the...
bold one. Nice
Wow,
passing
they
though.
made it out of that compound.
Yeah,
They
really
made it
nice
out of that
passing.
death compound. They were all in one car, by the way, because that's the only
And
car
some
they had
shots.
left. XEZ with the shots there. Extreme Slayers down to 2. Robert needs to get.
Oh, and you're paid out now, Demon.
Picked up down there, and he's gonna get confirmed. His health bar is blinking. I think he's trying to say, "Help me, Morse
Help
code,
me.
save me."
Help!
Help me. SOS.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think they're going for that revive. They're throwing smokes down, so they're committing some util. Maybe they'll go back down the hill. But yeah, you see YKG there, down to a solo because Passion Fruit took out 3 of the players of YKG.
Wow. And Hayuya looking to go ahead and get that res off there. Meanwhile, you know, you got Super Lazy Reflex still holding this compound down. And it is impressive to see them even make it here. Like we mentioned a little earlier. That was not the easiest one for them to do. And they're looking at their previous home being taken by the Canadian Eagles. And they're doing that again out of necessity. Let's see how they're able to play that angle as the zone about to close even further onto this Pachinki Hill.
Where's that?
Sorry, guys. Finishing up a little graphic design while we do this, too. Trying to be as productive as possible.
Eastish. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
2 giant hilltops now in play, now in zone. The 2 power positions. Puppeteer on the Northwest Canadian Eagles. Yeah, this west side of the circle is going to get really messy. That west hilltop, I see 2 to 3 teams looking to push up there now.
Yes, they are, and the pushes are starting to ensue. You see Hayuya there, getting that first aid off. He's bringing in ready to move, because he knows that we're going to have to here in the next few seconds, as they're going to mount a defense right now onto Canadian Eagles. Here comes Quinn with a very bold rotation. Wow, getting pieced up in the process. No fear from the Canadian Eagles on that rotation. Wow.
Okay. I don't know about this rotation because they had 4. They could have.
They could have just played it.
Then again, they do realize there's like 3 other teams there. So the second they start a fight, they can't be the first ones to initiate. So
True.
I guess it makes sense because if they initiate, they're getting shot at the back. So I don't know where the rest of them went if they made it in. But here's more rotations coming in, man. Puppeteers now fighting with Extreme Slayers on that hilltop. SLR also going to be looking to come up to this hilltop.
Some bold ones. Meanwhile, you just got Extreme Slayers, big chilling right now, looking to defend it against Puppeteers. Puppeteers coming out, Dong with the nades, looking to open up this fight. One huge knock is all they need, and we're gonna see a huge push. Come on.
get that first nade off before another nade comes in. Reckless moving closer and closer, and yeah, there's SLR downhill trying to work their way up. Great job from Extreme Slayers holding off 2 fronts right now. See if they can manage it still, because Puppeteers, they're getting ready for that full-on push. One of Extreme Slayers knocked. Rise taking a check, taking a look.
Where's the goddamn layer?
3 teams.
There we go.
All vying for one hilltop. And Canadian Eagles, they made it to that shack.
It's 4 a.m. The PUBG guns. Oh my God, 4 a.m. Hey noob, how you doing, bro? Thanks for the horn thing, the elixir. Welcome in.
And Long about to deliver a nice reward on over to Extreme Slayers. That nade looks real good. Oh, barely missing the mark there. SLR trying to open up this fight as the zone is starting to close. They have some time here, so they don't have to really push this too hard just yet, but just trying to lace that nade, and that does happen. Yeah, it's definitely time to push. But that push is also risky, though. Yeah.
It's a 3-way fight with the zone. Like, all 3 are in zone, so they don't want to rush it by any means. And my mistake, Canadian Eagles are out. They made it to the shack, and then Speedfire got aggressive.
Wow.
Speedfire was in the 2 small houses right there you see on the southwest. They left those houses to push Canadian Eagles. So I think Speedfire finally realizing, like, yo, we are playing way too passive.
It's not working out.
Not working.
And it definitely has not been working, that's for sure. So good to see them change up strategies here. Oh, Puppeteers finding some angles onto SLR. This is a 3-way fight, though, like you mentioned. So these we're not surprised to see so much passiveness happen. But I think Puppeteers said we had enough of this. We're pushing on in, but they get punished for it.
Yep,
what a shot!
That's what happens. 3-way fight, and you initiate. You're the first team to initiate really hard. You're gonna eat some casualties.
You're gonna have a bad time if you French fry when you're supposed to pizza. You're gonna have a bad time. Okay, now I got this done. Everything's looking pretty good here.
That's why we're seeing so much passive. That nade was ridiculous. That was almost a 3-way knock right there.
Yeah, so much damage. No knock, though. Unfortunately. Puppeteers haven't gone for the revive. I think they are getting another team rotating up, a wrapping rotation to the north. It is Lotus. So Lotus doing a nice little sneaky rotation, wrapping around. And Puppeteers, I think they heard something.
Oh, I see.
The player Lu Jiang looking back there every now and then. Rise crawling for that revive. And Passion Fruit, it's all down to Zuko. They were doing so well.
Wow. Ophelia looking to open things up against Zuko here with that nade. Yeah, things were going so well, but you know what? Sometimes the zone don't love you too much. And
Oh, the Augie cam is off. You're right. Thank you, Mike. No customs RedEyes, because we only had 4 votes for it, buddy, and that is not worth my time.
This is pretty deep into the game.
You gained 30 followers while you were doing UC rooms? Nice.
That's what,
6 elimination points, though.
I will give you a warning, though, as someone who
That's a decent
definitely spent a lot of time doing UC rooms. Like, I ran 4 nights a week, usually, for like a year and a half. It'll grow your follower base super fast, but the second you stop running UC rooms, I mean, they might not unfollow, but you're never going to see them again. Like, it, for a lot of people, not everyone, but you want to try to make sure that your follower count somewhat can be insightful in terms of what kind of turnout you can expect. And if people are only following for like UC rooms, or if they're following on Trovo because you put up treasure chests, you'll never know. Like, I've got 12K followers on Trovo, but may as well be like 3.
They do have 1 point now, so they got 1. Can they get more before the zone shifts? Chances are they're not getting the circle, and they're going to have to push out into the open.
Well, let's see who's going to get this next circle, because this is going to be huge right here. This is a very tough zone to hold on to. So getting circle priority is definitely going to help, especially if you're one of the teams on the low ground. Because getting, even moving a muscle right now is going to be pretty tough. You can see Dong just staring at those smokes, trying to find an opportunity. I'm surprised not taking some pop shots. You know what I'm saying? Take some pop shots through those smokes, get a hit marker, then, you know, send it on to them. But meanwhile, the calm before the storm, you can see Extreme Slayers, they know how to do aggression. And I like to see that they also know how to play passive when times really warrant it. And this is a great opportunity for them to just set up a trap.
Yeah, they've been so quiet up here. They know there's way too many teams around them for them to really stand up and take a challenge against an isolated team. And with the new circle, SLR rapidly moving once again. And the second shots ring out. Brady steps up, tries to get some quick angles and some quick third-party shots in. And SLR now back to focusing on the Extreme Slayers. Stellar getting closer and closer, but I don't know if he knows the player's right at the tree.
Oh, right at the tree. And Hayuya does start getting shot up, has to run back. So very smart for him. Play a little bit more passive. Stellar's still trying to open up. Oh, he saw something. Yeah, he saw a little toe right there. Robert does a nice little shot on the Puppeteers and Thirst. But all eyes have to be on SLR. And here comes Brady. He does get knocked, though. SLR doing a great job of pushing this 7 eliminations so far.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, they got 2 openings right there, so now they're gonna go in for the finish.
Hold up.
I think Extreme Slayers is just down to the one player at the top of the hill. Don't know, he's also taking out. Now it's just Puppeteers and SLR Speedfire getting aggressive.
Oh my gosh, you don't have to be on Trovo, Demon.
It's all up to Caesar.
I'm gonna, sir. I'm trying to support all your platforms for. I appreciate you. We had about 50 viewers with TikTok and Trovo combined, so I was enjoying. Plus, I was streaming from 12. Oh my God, it's a lot of streaming. I feel you, brother. Well, good for you, man. Keep that grind up. Try not to get burnt out by doing it too much, though.
They had more players. I think they go for that push, but they're down to 2. They're worried. If one player goes down, it's just all down to the solo. Dong, though, does not care. He's taking the long-range shots. Needs to confirm it. Gets stolen by Long. Long is Dong's mortal enemy. If Long's not knocking Dong, Long is taking Dong's elimination points.
Goodness gracious. The battle between Long and Dong has been going on all tournament long, and who is going to end up on top at the end of it? Yeah, I'm not wrong either, because it is a fact. And you can see both these players, we're looking at their perspectives immediately. Long going crazy. 5 eliminations so far. 14 for SLR. A monster game for them.
Man, we were talking about how they were stuck in a bad compound, but they made it work for so long, but they finally go down, and it's Bope. Bope with 9.
Wow.
Starting to turn up a little bit here. And Puppeteers, they can still win this with Dong on the high ground with that DP. Yujing has to get these shots in, though he misses the crucial moments right there and will get taken down by Nycrox.
Nycrox, 1 HP. Meanwhile, look at that. You got Fuego on the off angle. You still have a member of Lotus up. A couple members of Lotus that have been big chilling down there. Like I mentioned, it is so tough to deal with that position. And Dog! Said, you know what? I don't got to worry about Long no more. I'm ready to go. He's a threat. A massive one, too. Especially with that DP. He has the high ground. He has so much real estate here. He could definitely make some big plays.
Oh, I love this. Dong is changing up his position drastically. Because Bope is going to be throwing a couple nades up there. Bope is going to think Dong is still up there. And same with the rest of the enemies left on the map.
Oh, he sees his toe. He had to see it. Did he see it? Did he spot it? And his toe was just out. Dong now does. Actually, it's Bope taking those shots. But Dong, does he spot the toes? He sees them.
Oh, he spots.
He's waiting.
So smart. So
He's
smart.
being so patient. Take the major threat out. And then he put himself in such a great position that he couldn't even defend. He's gonna spot him here and take the shots. A couple more taps. One more bullet. Oh, Betty, how are you surviving? Okay, another angle. That's even better.
Bope.
Yep. Oh, Ophelia takes it. So it's just Dong versus Bope. Bope with 11
1v2.
eliminations. 1v2.
Look, Dong is changing up his angle so quickly again. This is just shooter 101, and Dong's playing it perfectly. Nightcrocs
Oh.
misses some shots. Dong
Uh-oh.
switches up. Right, left peeks. Dong pops up Nightcrocs just a little bit.
I
He
love
needs to
this.
get that reload, though. And he's only got a DBS. He's got no range other than a DP and takes so long to
The
reload.
shot!
He gets one. No, I thought he had that.
That was close.
I thought Dong had that knock. It
I did as
looked
well.
good. But I think it was Nightcrocs. Yeah, Nightcrocs from the high ground. His shots were better. Dong putting on a show, but overall, Bope took the huge one right there.
Oh, it took a massive one. I mean, that was so
You guys,
to watch.
it's not even subtle what they're doing here anymore.
Just kind of wading in the waters, just throwing some nades here and there, getting some sick eliminations, and picking up points like crazy. But you gotta give it up to Puppeteers. I mean, Puppeteers did a great job. Even SLR.
All right, we're about to do another giveaway. Just a heads up.
In that last match.
I think SLR had the most eliminations out of all the teams.
Yeah.
Which, so much to go over. So let's just head to the highlights. Once again, Bikini highlights are great. These highlights are better, or not better, but they were also great, I'd say. It's just like, man, this day just keeps getting better and better. So don't go anywhere, guys. We're gonna go to those highlights.
Let's see.
Let's go.
Round. Yeah, let's call it round. I am sorry about this quick little thing I'm doing right now, guys. Almost done with it. Huh. Why is that not working? Oh, it is. Golden.
Will Bope finally get themselves a victory here and close things out, even though it became extremely scary up against Dong from Puppeteers? And I'm telling you, man, I've been talking up Dong so often. I'm so happy you actually get to see how good of a player he can be here for his team, and he's been so quiet, but finally some life back into the life of Puppeteers. But Bope, man, all about the rotations, the positions, taking advantage of situations
Flip it.
like when we
All
had
right.
a three-way fight breaking off between Speedfire, Super Laser Reflex, and Puppeteers. A great game for Bope to win, to be honest.
Bope actually slaying it. Hey, Sin.
Did that really well. You know, it's deceivingly difficult.
Dude, I don't be if it bans you or does anything, I am so sorry. I swear I'm not doing it. It was doing it to you a minute ago. I sent you a message on Discord with a screenshot. I have no idea why it's doing it, but
They did, some nice off angles to hold from that east side push, and then. As
all right,
soon as they saw
60
the
seconds on the clock,
happening
guys.
the west side,
Type UC in the chat before the clock disappears, and you'll be entered into the prize wheel spin.
no better time, they took advantage of that, and they did push over, and they lost a few members.
Go, Joe.
That was in return for clearing that whole west side, and then they could claim that
Demon.
right
Oh,
and win the game. So,
we got to type UC, Demon.
priorities. Yeah, nice team fights.
Well, speaking of team fights, like on that western side, we saw the three teams, right? Puppeteers, Speedfire, and Super Laser Reflex. We knew that was basically like a dynamite about to go off, right? We knew the spark was just burning down that wick until eventually someone had to make the play. I was just curious if you had any thoughts about that situation from either of the team's positions and how they could have potentially played it differently to have more success.
When you're stuck in those kinds of situations, like, there really isn't anything you can do. You know you're going to get that third party after. The best you can hope for is...
All right, we got Mike,
as
Demon.
cleanly as possible, you finish which is evident. You know,
I think there might be some delay.
To withstand and be as healthy as possible to withstand that future third party. But there's not a whole lot of things you can control. You know, because typically, if you try to go fast, which they need to do,
Gojo, Mike,
right? But
Sin.
speed and
Oh, Sin didn't.
to stay, like,
Sin, do you want to be entered in it?
So, you know, you're never. Sometimes you can pull it off, and those are like really fantastic plays, really clean team fights. But it's kind of out of their hands, right? Bope had that in the palms. They took advantage of it. You know. Yeah.
Well, you're talking about speed, right? And well, one team we've been giving a lot of criticism to is Speedfire, actually, right? We talked about them twice now and how they've just been reluctant to make a move, to make a decision. And finally, as Zute pointed out, this time they noticed they had to finally make a play, and they ended up pushing from the compound they had that was pretty safe on the southwest side to actually push in Canadian Eagles compound, and they took it from them. So it's nice to see that we still have an adaptation in play out of them. They're starting to learn and starting to more comfortably get to the later stages of the game, but now they need to learn how can we make the right moves at the late stage of the game. How can we take these fights more cleanly? And that's just like small little growth that you're seeing out of these teams that honestly is phenomenal to see.
Yeah, you know, they could take a couple lessons from how Bope handled that Pashiki Hill, that whole game. You know, they pretty much did exactly what we were talking about in that Speedfire situations. They bid their time, they looked for the opportunities, and they chose the right moment.
All right. Anyone else?
Not as but well executed. Yeah, so look into that.
Yeah, I mean, again, right? Like
You said that to him at 55:14. What time did he type it? I'll go through the chat history. Hang on, Payne.
Days off, you have that opportunity. But taking a look maybe at Extreme Slayers. I try to remember, was it what team drove straight past them and they caught the last player from that? Was that actually it was Canadian?
Oh, he was lit for sure. Okay, gotcha.
I was wondering, like,
All right. Well, it's just
see, the first car goes by. All right, cool. Like you didn't know someone was there necessarily. Second car goes by. A little bit questionable.
I guess it's just 3 people. I'm gonna double check on that one.
He had a better angle to rotate in, but that just seemed like a massive brain fart.
Yeah.
Yep,
could be a
just
lack
3.
of communication,
Let's get it.
right? You know, as you said, that first car, he has no information. He's got the most risk. He kind of has to go for it and try to clear a path for his teammates. But that's
Hey,
one
Clam.
very
How are you, buddy?
common mistake with kind of lower performing teams is that when you get that information,
Mr. Mike.
when that scout,
Congratulations, buddy.
you know, can tell you there's someone there who's gonna shoot at you. That's when you have to adapt and move. Like, don't just follow the teammate in front of you, right? Your own brain.
Go ahead and send me your user ID on the kick.
You know, like, I think probably he just that last vehicle was the second vehicle might be excusable because they might not have time to really quickly divert from their path, but the last one definitely had time to, you know, consume that information that the scout was giving to him and adapt his game plan. I think probably maybe a little bit of nerves. Doesn't really want to go on his own path and make a mistake. It's like, oh well, these 3 guys lived, maybe I will too. But you know, you don't want to play like that. You use the information that you're given and adapt your plan.
Sorry, I know you see me looking off to my side here. I'm actually just trying to look back on the map to see what happened to YKG because I didn't get to notice it there on stream. They lose to Passion Fruit, and I wanted to look at YKG because obviously they play out 4 matches straight, and they're not looking too hot on the leaderboards here. But getting taken up by Passion Fruit, that's honestly a little bit serendipitous, I'd say, for Passion Fruit. Thinking back to week 1, there's a certain Erangel match where they got destroyed very early on in the game. But as we also heard from the interview with Sixless, like, he was expecting to be, I mean, I don't even know why I'm going back here, but I find it kind of funny. He's talking about dropping 15 eliminations a game. He's in-game leader and et cetera. And right now, like, the roster they are fielding without Sixless is seeming to do better than when he was.
Ooh, shots fired. Golly.
In any way, and not trying to, but we haven't seen
Yeah,
that
you are.
performance out of him and the team, but we are starting to see the team start to build up to what he talked about in his interview projects.
Yeah, you know, I think Sixless was dropping 15 kills per games in scrims, and then he woke up from his dream. But yeah.
I mean, right, we know this, right? I don't care what any team's performance in scrims are. I've been burned too many times in the past.
I want to go to Sixless's stream right now and see what his reaction is.
Every team in scrims go into PMPL, bottom of the table in that season. Like that, it's expected. Like, people don't really take scrims seriously. It's all about working out the mechanics, you said, right? Actually, yeah,
Exactly.
That's a good little thing that we could talk about. When you were doing scrims, like before an event, what were you guys really focusing on as a team? Because I've always been curious.
Yeah.
what relevance are scrims to teams going into an event? Not scrims in general, like when you're trying to practice, but like going into an event right before it begins.
Yeah, so right before it begins, like if you're doing an international tournament specifically, the scrims, the most useful aspect is figuring out each other's drops.
Oh, he's not even phased. I'm looking at his reaction. He's not. He doesn't look a bit concerned.
Really new to each other, and so these are those couple, 4 to 8 games. That's what we used to have back in the day. Now they do a little bit more. You just kind of feel each other out. You do a couple contests. If you win, you claim that spot as yours. If you lose, you move on. All right, that was our specific strategy, right?
Okay.
So yeah, say you'd have 2 Sandhawks. You played both of them. You lose both of them. You're gone. You win 1 and 1. It gets a little iffy, but
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Mechanical checks as well. Team fighting, feeling it out, things like that.
Well, it reminds me of Skills of Mine up against Wall Street Bets in week 1, where the Skills of Mine realized, okay, we can't take out Wall Street Bets anymore. But what we can take is our 4th match of the day. So we head over to our commentators to drop on in and get this one going.
Let's get it going, baby. Let's get it going, guys. Here we go into Miramar. Let's go. All right, beautiful plane path right here. Going right down the middle. El Pozo is going to be a nice drop available. San Martin, Los Leones is a little off the beaten path, but I think a lot of teams would prefer to have a plane path like this.
I'll show you guys what I'm doing here in just a sec.
Yeah.
Think you'll
is way better than
you'll
South
like it.
Miramar. So much more just looting locations up in the north side. South, don't got as much. Definitely don't. And Jukes, by the way, today, games have been on fire.
Absolutely.
And
Oh, my goodness.
just Passion Fruit stepping up. SLR stepping up. Like, more than half the lobby has had a huge show-up moment. I can't wait to see what's going to happen in this match. I don't know what to predict. Other than, Hyper probably getting another solid game. Outside of that, no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right, and I have to agree because, in the previous days, it's really just been a show of, Hyper, YKG, Extreme Slayers, the top teams. Everyone else has just kind of been,
Oh,
So
that
you-
circle, though.
wow. We haven't seen a circle like this in a hot minute. Okay.
Crater Field finish,
Crater
maybe?
Fields, imagine? Even an El Pozo
really
finish would be
far north.
nuts. So, heck, SLR, they're dropping El Pozo all by themselves. They're going to be looted out the teeth, have a good position in this next circle. Maybe this could be their little comeback. Because look at them, right? They're in 12th place. And guys, I mean, we've seen SLR last, right? Dead last before. So to see them, climb up the ranks here is definitely good to see.
Ace of Spades and Lotus in the hot drop. Once again, these two teams are not giving this location up. Neither team willing to take it, let this one go. And it's rough because this area of the map, like, the loot's not that great in my opinion to constantly fight over. And the rotations.
All right, hold on. Did he send it? You can't hear it?
So you have, the roadways north or south.
Did it?
where you get
Oh, I
the
bet you I know what happened.
rotations, right? You
Yeah.
get
No, it's coming through.
But besides that, it's like, I don't see why they constantly fight for this.
No, you're right. You're right. I'm sorry about that, guys.
Ego, baby. Ego. You know what I'm saying? Just saying, you know what? This is my spot. Sometimes you gotta go. with your
Yeah,
gut.
it looks like I.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, this is really a tough area here because there's not a lot of vehicles. Number one, so even getting out of here is always
Like I
a
must have
problem.
hit something there.
And if you're sharing it, your loot timing's been reduced. It's just a tough experience.
Yeah.
Overall. So
Hold on.
I think these two squads need to understand that. Hey, you know what? This
I
is
know
not
I'm
good.
messing it up again, but hang tight.
This be the last time we drop in this area.
It's because it's turned down on here.
You saw there, Mumbai, level 1 helmet, no util, no vest, Tommy gun. And
Wow.
he just kind of, and then he
Should
just
be
kind of
better
has
now.
to sit there and wait
Yeah.
to, get more info, hear where the enemies are. And it's
Did
just,
Mike
it is
end
not
up
a
getting that to
situation
me?
you
Let
wanna
me
be in.
check.
Especially with the zones, Jukes, because we are in the northwest, hard in the northwest. Execute one of the teams in the northwest.
I'm
looting the
sorry,
Rock
Mike.
Cobra area.
Okie
now
doke,
I'm
I got you now. Let me
All
smooth
right,
out.
yeah. You like
And
that?
and this could be.
Sorry, guys. I'm
a
just
big
getting
game
things
for
ready
us.
for my
They
tournament.
did
In
well
which case,
on
if you
Bikini,
haven't
and then
seen,
after that kind of fell off again, and so this zone is a huge opportunity for them to boost up their points once again.
Absolutely. Okay, how are you going to boost it up?
Just in
It's
case
going to be the question.
you haven't
know,
seen
one
it
team
yet.
that really needs to boost up their
Since
points.
they're
of
not
course,
about
is
to fight.
YK.
Mike, if that's your reason, you don't need a clan tag. You per se, you just need 3 members on your team. Or excuse me. Yeah, you need 2 tags. God dang it. I'm getting myself mixed up, but I think you only need 3 tags on a team on finals and 2 tags in qualifiers. I'm going to double check on that. Because I was wrong about that when I said last time. Okay, so is it? I see where a lot of the issue's been happening now. No double teams. Oh, dummy. Okay, so I have to send something to my staff real quick. But I wouldn't let that hold you back, buddy. I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to get a rename card some way. Like $1. All right. We can't hear the thing. That's not good. That is correct. You cannot. That looks like I accidentally
It's right
muted
next
it,
to him, Ron.
or I
Oh,
muted it
look
for
at
the
that.
video and I
Oh,
forgot
the
to
You
unmute it. I'm
gotta go
sorry
for the
about
BM.
that.
Yeah, 100%.
They're frustrated.
Yeah, they are. They're like, this
It's
is your
like-
fault. This is your fault. We got to deal with this.
Yeah, it was like, you did this.
You did this to us.
You did this to us. To the both of us.
How could
I don't
you?
care that we won the fight. I don't like it. And Denza going down here, and the circle, by the way, shifted northwest. So Crater Fields is now like kind of off center, and more central is to the west of Crater Fields. So this is going to be an interesting one.
Let's see how it does all end out. Stellar looking to make the rotation. Man, I'm so proud of SLR. I can't keep talking about him. I mean, I really love to see teams level up as time goes on. And that's why we're so critical, by the way, guys. You know, if you see us really kind of harping on a squad, we want them to see better. And as soon as I say that, Long falls down.
Oh,
The Long drop.
the Jinx. The Jinx.
You hate to see it.
Execute losing fate. Oh, man.
Oh,
That's what I was
no.
worried about.
As soon as you get the
I was worried
UC,
that
does it not
Execute,
send it?
have such a good
definitely just
position
sent.
inside the very first circle.
I
they're
know
not
I
gonna
sent
know how to
it.
play.
During
They're
by the time that
too split
video
up.
ended, it
They're
was
gonna lose
sent.
players one by one, and actually,
Let me double check
They're
on
down
that
to
to make
one
sure.
player,
But
Jukes.
to
I thought it was just fate,
SOROEOM.
but it's actually the whole team except one player. And
I know that those are
that's
hidden
how they're
characters,
gonna
so I guess
take advantage of the green
SREM
circle, right?
is the
Oh,
name.
I
Yeah.
hate to see it.
You hate to
It's
see
sent.
it, dude.
It's
That's
in
one
your
of those things- Another
inbox.
one of those frustrating moments, right? You're just like, how is this happening?
Yeah,
How
I
are we
know,
getting
right?
caught in
Demon,
these
I have a ton of
situations?
them.
Especially when you're in such a dominant
What the heck?
spot,
It's
but
banning
You know what? To each
Sin
their own. It
a
does.
ton.
Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Let's see. You know, the most important thing is how do you come back from it? How do you come back from it? And meanwhile, we're watching K19, another squad that we're looking to see just develop as time goes on. I am excited for North America this season, though, overall. You know, I think
Yeah.
we're starting to see more signs of life than before. I still think that we as a region have a long way to go.
Hey guys,
There's no
welcome.
doubt about it. You know, I can't be shy when it comes to saying
I'm
that.
gonna go use the restroom real quick.
Oh, look at that. Rise catching gun paint off guard. That's like always Miramar. You know, there's so much open range. You kind of get a little bit too comfortable, and then you get like beamed from this crazy angle, and you're like, wow. Like, how do we
Yeah.
not see these guys here?
I mean, it's an area of the map that these teams aren't all too familiar with either, right? So it's
Mhm.
like, can there actually be someone on that giant hill? I don't think so. It looks too hard to get up to, and then you run up there, and a head
Yeah.
peeks out, and you're like, oh darn it.
Yeah, and that's one where you're just
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even like fault yourself. You're like, it happens. Meanwhile, look at this. You see Canadian Eagles
Oh,
getting
no.
into it. Baluk Chapdan. Baluk Chapdan have definitely had some great fights here. Oh, they're so grouped up. The utility is
Oh.
just so dangerous for them. And Canadian Eagles not able.
What happened?
What happened, right? What happened to that crazy defense we saw yesterday?
Yeah. I don't know why. I mean, we didn't see the fight until, one player was knocked, but there was 3 players all in one corner of the room. Not sure how it led to that. Maybe they got corralled into that corner, which great job by the team on the offense then. But here we have K19 going on the offense. HH knocked. Okay, so HH's first one's knocked, right?
Yes.
They're going to win this fight now. They're going to win this fight.
That's right.
HH 's
That's
the
correct.
first one knocked. That's
HH
how it works.
first one knocked.
He's
They can't
shooting
be
his
stopped.
teammate.
Oh
What
my
is he doing?
goodness.
Wait. What was he spraying at?
He's spraying at his teammate because he wants them to say, hey, give me intel. Give me intel. And look at that. Wasted. Gets it done. And here they go to clean up K19. Very nice.
I'm actually genuinely confused. What was going on there?
No, I'm
It
telling
looked like
you.
he was like blowing up the car, maybe. Like, but
No,
okay.
he was shooting at him because he was demanding information and he wasn't giving it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see. Well, K19 are losing this fight, so HH going down first wasn't the solution.
Mm-mm. But who knows? Maybe Trip, right? All by his lonesome. All by his lonesome can get revenge for HH and Spawn. Shot at, not looking good. He misses those. That's not good. And goodbye.
Yeah, not much you could do. Not much you
Yeah,
could do.
that's tough. That's a tough spot for sure. Tough spot.
3 teams with only 1 player left. So
Wow.
it is rough. This zone is making it real rough for these teams. And you know what this board is telling me with how many players are up, alive, and stuff?
What's that?
That a lot of these teams don't know how to get into this zone. And not necessarily faulting them. Like, they don't know how to play this zone. That's why you see teams just fragmented, like losing players left and right here and there. And we haven't seen a real team fight yet, right? Besides the one that we kind of just saw. So it's just this area of the map is like, what do we do?
What do
right?
we do indeed, right? That's always the question. That is always the question. And sometimes the answer isn't clear, right? You have to make that 50-50 choice. But or sometimes both are bad decisions. You're like, man, we're in big trouble. You just got to make one, and hopefully your team is on the same page and with you. Next zone, I'm about to pop on over. Will it center
Ace of
up?
Spades.
Okay.
Look at Ace of Spades all the way in the east, in the blue still.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And that's all because of that fight, that early fight over there at Impala. Man, it really hurt that squad. Lotus Fetty mollied himself.
Because he was so deep in the blue. He's like, oh, man.
We're not going to make it.
Just
We're
get me
not gonna-
out.
Yeah, get me out of here.
Exotico.
That's crazy. Exotico with the nice shots. Crow up top. The Zexes have all the angles here. They should win this fight.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. He's got teammates, so Exotico does make it out of there. He repositions himself to the lower ground. His teammates coming up to help. Mizex's
Ooh,
3v3
actually-
situation now.
I'll give
Butterfly
the spot to Butterfly Effect. I think they have a better angle
Yeah.
now. After that
I think so
distraction.
too, actually. Oh, that nade should be good.
Oh, so
Yep.
good. Yep. They have all the sight lines and hill priority. The inactive does have that roof, but the way that Butterfly Effect is spreading, throwing Molotovs, goodness gracious, this is how you take a fight right here. Nice
Step
little
it up.
pre-fire. Yep, that should be easy knock there. There you go. Now it's just Crow up left. Butterfly Effect, just make sure you don't get caught on a 1v1. All you're going to do right now is buy time, Kubi. Pre-fire
Yeah,
each
just run in
angle.
circles.
Yep, run in
That's
circles.
fine. Yeah, perfect.
This is how you do it.
Well played. Oh, wait, hold up. Did I just hear you choking, Jukes? Because I think that's what we just saw. Butterfly Effect. Was that a 1v3? Like, I don't even blame the cameraman. I thought Crow was dead, and we were just watching for a Butterfly Effect to win that. But Crow was bopping them, one by one by
watching for
one,
like
1v3. I think that's what just happened as SLR here. They were doing so well, 7 eliminations get taken out. But Luke Chapton up to
That's
6.
not true, Demon.
Good game for SLR still, 7 elims. Not too
Um,
bad.
This is what we want to see, right? This is what we want to see from SLR, right? The games where they go
Oh,
out
it's
early,
Trick again.
they put some points. Uh-oh.
It's Trick again.
It's always Trick by himself, dude. Poor guy. I'll tell you what, he's been a
Gonna
huge
pull
player
off.
for Execute. He's going to throw a nade here because he doesn't want to give away his position, but they're probably going to see where the nade's coming from. Oh, they have to hear him now. Oh, that was just a rough nade. And he gets caught. Yeah, skills of mind.
Bomba
Eliminating
going in a little bit.
Execute. So Execute go out with not very many points indeed. So, tough finish
Not
from
many
them.
very points indeed.
By not very many, I mean
That's rough.
0. That's tough.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you know, a team that doesn't need to get 0 is YKG, right? YKG still on the hunt for those PMGC points against Hyper, and Hyper is definitely.
I don't think it's happening.
You think it's over? You think the nail is already in the coffin?
I just with the way
No, not
it's
at all,
going,
Sin. It's not keeping it from
like-
affecting you. It just
They're at 0
I
points
think it's
right
just that
now,
it's
only 2 players alive. And
not
the lobby's only going to get
giving me
more
an
difficult.
accurate,
like as in these teams are just getting better and better. That's the trend. So coming
feed
into
of
week
units
3,
actually
yeah, YKG
doing these
can
mod
bounce back.
actions.
They could tighten things up.
Could be wrong.
But they're not. I don't think we're going to see a week 1 YKG in week 3. It's just not
Mm.
going to happen. These
Move
teams
the
are just
wheel.
not pushovers anymore. By the way, look
Thanks,
at Hyper
Demon.
spread on the east side.
Sorry
Oh,
for just
wow.
now
In the
seeing
middle.
it.
Red all the way
Crazy.
in north. Disgusting.
Rocking the mighty
map
duck.
control.
Yeah, they're literally riding the mighty duck flying V. That's what it looks like right there. Just covering all the angles. You got GK first up close and personal, and they have so much zone prioritization.
So we got Passion Fruit,
They don't
YKG,
even
folk,
have to worry about this.
Puppeteer,
Meanwhile,
Skills,
look at this.
Blue,
You got how many squads
and
are here
Hyper.
on
Okay.
the west side of the map? It's just brutal. I mean, this should be an easy game for Hyper. Mizexis is still in play. You know, they have 3 players up, so they can make something happen. Skills of Mine has 4 with 4 eliminations. They are in the Crater Fields. So it's going to be interesting to see who's going to come out on top and who's going to be the kings of the west side right now. That's going to be another question as we look at Puppeteers. Puppeteers have the sight lines. They're going to be the team gatekeeping all these squads. They got to make sure they focus on one team at a time, though.
what happens as the blue zone closes in. Teams will be forced to push into the Puppeteers. Passion Fruit also in the zone, just barely looking to gatekeep out and obtain some points for themselves as well. YKG not in the zone. Gonna have to push past Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit with only 2 though. So it is doable. If Joey lands that nade, it looks pretty good. Should do some damage. No, falls short.
Oh, you can see him tapping with that M16. He's looking to apply that pressure here. Now this is the YKG I love to see, right? Players playing really close together, trying to find angles. Now, this nade from Nightcroc can be dangerous. It does a little bit short. So that's good for him. But meanwhile, Nightcroc's going to throw another just a little bit further down the way. Still off the mark. Passion Fruit's up on top, just hearing this, waiting. So let's see what Passion Fruit can do. As Zuko spots Nightcrocs and punches him in there for making too much noise.
What sounds better? Better match 1 or round 1?
Point gets
match.
confirmed too by Zuko. I thought for a second that was YKG we were looking at. YKG just still trying to find a way in. If anything, trying to find a singular point. Like, how did Zuko get up there? Running back and forth all around here. How did that man get up that high?
That's the question. Goodness gracious. Had to be with a buggy or something. Or maybe he's just got an hiking boots on. Let's see here.
Nope,
Joey.
found
Oh,
it.
stunned him. He's blind. I saw the hand go up, so he was blind there. He did back off. And with Joey, great, so good.
Valid
at-
1 HP.
Joey's so good at finding that distance right there, that perfect distance to just cause disruption. And oh, look at that
what?
shot. Oh, Joey.
What?
So good.
Joey just has like an extra buff with the DBS.
He does.
I don't feel like I see any other players get that much range with the DBS besides Joey.
Telling you, man, this guy, he has such amazing fight awareness. You know, he knows how the distance that he has to take in a 1v2 situation. You know how to peek back, come back forward, and just give himself the best advantage possible. And that's exactly what he did right there. This is the Joey that we're hoping to see some more out of here as the zone centers up. And so far, not really anybody in it. All these teams are going to have to leave that comfort zone and have to push up this hill.
Yeah, I would love to see Puppeteers recognize the fact, like, hey,
Is that this
We
big
have
mountain?
a lot-
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
This is a tough circle.
Oh,
It's the last thing, and it should be good.
That mountain you're looking at is outside a zone.
Okay,
What's
it looked
in
like it
zone
was just
or the
in,
new
and I was
circle?
kind of like, wait, what?
Shout out to these
Yeah, what's in zone
sponsors.
is really playable still. But I want to see Puppeteers
Need
pull
their
back a little bit.
props
There's like a compound
every
that's in
couple
zone
seconds.
that is open, that's pretty center. They don't have to be spread out like 1-1-1-1. Try and get as many
There we
elips as
go.
possible because they're going to have multiple teams pushing in from multiple fronts. They need to be a little bit careful here.
Meanwhile, he got Supra from Bope, last player alive. So he's the only solo left. 4-1-2 is still big chillin'. With only 2 players though, so they gotta play this a little bit carefully. And you can see Puppeteer's rise as skills of mine with 6 eliminations so far, having a great game.
Yeah, skills of mine showing up this round. Jang has to hold this by himself, and he's against Joey. And yeah, okay, now he's realizing, hey, there is a spot inside zone that we could kind of center up and play from. And we don't have to hold so many fragmented defenses, and he peeks over the top. Ducks just in time. Yeah, Rise goes down. This is exactly what I was saying. Puppeteers didn't need to hold such a massive split. When that new zone popped, you need to get the info to play more center up.
Sometimes you gotta make that move. That's always the hardest decision when you have a good, comfortable spot in the circle, or even when you're just, you like your angle, but you have to start pushing and you gotta take a better spot. You gotta be able to make that decision. So let's see how they're gonna execute on that, because you got Puppeteers here on the west side. Dong, the most
I hate
split.
design sometimes. Like,
Dead center,
I
you
just
see
can
him
never make
holding
up
that
my
cover
mind
right
with this
there.
crap.
He's gotta be careful.
Because of
this
that, I
is
end
what
up
I'm so worried
wasting
about when it comes
so
to Puppeteers. They're
much
so
time.
good when they play together, but these splits, I think, is what catches them off guard.
This doesn't need to be
Yep, Reckless
a
goes down just
complicated
as you
thing.
say
It's
that. And he
not
was trying
that
to go
big of
get
a
that
deal.
revive from the player that was knocked earlier. So it's just from a four-man team, the only four-man team besides
Why
Enhyper down
does
to
it always
2,
have
and
to
they
be a
had
big deal?
the center zone for themselves for free when it came out.
Wow. And Dong holding that angle there. Gonna try to help out Lu Zhang. He's pushing up little by little. You know, this is going to be a great defense against YKG. Well, at least that's what they're going to attempt to do. Sam all by himself here. Dong is on the back line looking to support his teammate because he needs them. And this is, I'm telling you, Puppeteers would have just worked
Much
together
better.
and focused on
Let's
each
go.
squad one by
All
one
right.
by one. This could have been a crazy
got
chicken dinner. But instead, they rocked these splits.
That-
and I'll tell you
that's
what,
what
in
I was
Miramar,
trying to do.
we
Yes.
see them get punished, I
Thank
think, more
you.
often than not.
Yep. Pope goes down there in hyper. Just child's play for them.
Oh, my goodness.
And they keep Koi all the way in the back just to anchor things down, like get all the info possible. Because no need 4 there. And you got 3 gunners in the same spot. A 4th one
Oh,
isn't too big of a
goodness.
difference. That's Kindness putting in some really good shots now.
All right, after I do
Long
this,
range,
guys,
dude, it's just an-
after I
long
finish
stretch.
this,
Oh,
I'm
he
going to
does
be
go
so
get- does get
stoked
knocked
that it's
there.
over that we're going to
This is
do
tough right
another
here for
2
YKG
UC
watching this
spins.
because they're looking at the
I
elimination.
promise.
And they're seeing
I know
that
I'm wasting a
Hyper
little
is
bit of
still
time with
up
it, but
and still racking
it's for
up
my
more
event, so
points
it's worth
than they
it.
are.
But
So
it is.
it's a Jet's gonna
It did
need to
not
pick up
need to
Joey
be
here
this
because
complicated like I made
that's
it.
his only teammate left still in this match. And Hyper rocking a
It
full
looks cool.
4-man zone blast. This is literally where they work best. It's their game to lose at this
Yeah.
point. Honestly, there's no way they lose this. There's no way they
There,
lose this.
yeah, there's no way. If you
Zero
asked me
chance.
last year, I'd be like, yeah, and Hyper has a chance at choking these because they choke. They choke a lot. But now, there's no way.
Oh, look at this.
There's
Another
so
one.
Easy.
Another
And
one.
all the meanwhile, YKG is seeing this in the feed, right? I'm telling
Yeah.
you, it's done for
It's
YKG.
dangerous.
YKG
Boom.
is not gonna be able to catch
All
up
right, it looks dope.
against
Wow.
Hyper.
You
Looks
heard
dope
it here
and it
first,
looks
folks.
done.
You heard it
It's just
here.
not possible.
You heard it here first. Not even possible. You heard the nail go in the coffin.
Yes.
Yazute. Man, that's intense. There's still a lot more of this tournament to be played, but I'll tell you what, the way Hyper is playing this, if they continue to have this same level of play, yeah, I mean, they're going to be pretty much unstoppable because when these guys get zoned, they don't lose it. And when they don't get zoned,
Yeah.
they still survive somehow. It's crazy to watch.
Yeah, they just keep surviving, and they don't just survive and make it up with a few placement points. They survive and pick up more elims still.
All right, I can show you guys now.
Oh, it's
My
just
Let me
goodness.
so
export it
cool.
out.
Child's play, like I said earlier, for Hyper.
Yeah, it's crazy to
know,
watch. It's cra-
Sometimes I wonder if Hyper get mad at the fact that the lobby's too easy for them because they're
Oh
probably
my
thinking like, this is not
goodness.
preparing. This is not preparing us.
Yeah.
This is not preparing us enough for the next stage. This lobby's too easy. You know?
It reminds me of Vampire during PMWI. They would get like their 8th chicken dinner and they would just start just giving fist bumps after a win. They're like, all right, yeah. You know, like just, we do this. You know what I'm saying? Like no longer the, let's go. You know, just, yeah, another win. Put it in the bag now. You know, and Hyper, yeah, just dominated Joey. That's got to hurt. If you're YKG, just feeling your chances of that, all that work you did all year long, right? Spring split dominance, starting off strong here in the fall split, and just feeling that ticket to PMGC just slip through your fingers. It's got to sting.
Time for him to molly himself.
Hey, do you think
Yep.
this is a good name? Hey, his
Yep.
name, very accurate right here. All right, guys, let's get it going. Ed Hyper with the chicken dinner as predicted
Yeah.
here on Miramar. I
pretty
mean, who
damn
can stop
good
them? That is
in
the
my-
question. Who can stop these beasts in the lobby?
No one. No one. They're just playing way too well. I like the whole shift in dynamic, by the way.
In
Yeah,
hyper, as always.
Crazy games.
I'm all about
Jukes.
that.
And then we have the most, like, just.
All right, and I'm gonna ask
nonchalant,
for Demon to give me
chill,
her
whatever.
opinion on it because I have a feeling she'll be honest if
like,
it
they got
sucks,
12 eliminations too.
A
right?
dozen.
and it very
Any other
well
team.
could suck.
That gets 12 eliminations in any other game. We're like,
But
dude, that
I
was
think it
massive.
actually
That
looks
was
pretty
huge.
cool.
But they just made it so easy. That
That's
File
right.
save as.
12 LMs, chicken dinner, and hyper. What more do you
Wow.
want us to say?
Congratulations. You won.
I'm not even hyped about it. I'm not even hyped about it.
I mean, this is crazy. I mean, 12 eliminations, a chicken dinner just rolling through the lobby. And you know what they've mastered is like, look at Miramar, splits,
Match.
I think, work
Tab.
if you're on the outer edge of the circle. You know what I'm saying? If you're on the
And
outer
if you know
edge,
what you're doing.
and if you know what you're
And you
doing,
know what
right?
you're doing.
And your team is talking to each other well, right? You're able to kind of cover angles, get knocks, and then push your way on through.
Match.
If you're in the center, though, man, splitting up against teams that are just full pushing on you, it just doesn't work out. I want to see Puppeteers do what they do best in a zone like that. When they get the circle, play tight and just focus on one team at a time.
Yeah, in my opinion, play to your level. You don't know how to split like the way Hyper does. Like Hyper, that area of the map not commonly played, but they have the fundamentals down. Doesn't matter where you throw them. They understand the fundamentals to a high degree, Jukes, and that's why Hyper they could do the splits that they do.
Speaking of throw, let's throw it to the highlights, guys. We'll be right back.
Well, it wouldn't be a day without Hyper getting a victory, and another really good victory of them nonetheless, because they also lengthened the lead up against YKG when it comes to PMGC. But uneven, I think one of the most important things we need to take away from that match, and as you heard Zute and Hachis talking about, the spread they had was phenomenal. We'll talk about that in a little bit of time here. We'll take a look at the match rankings, get an idea of how many points Hyper got for themselves, 22. And no one else passing 10. That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, not too surprising from a match that was so condensed, right? There was a lot of people alive very, very late into that game, just because of the way the terrain is, with the, with the amount of buildings and cities and mountains separating viewpoints. So yeah, oftentimes when you have maps that are this condensed, everybody's dying all the time. There's not too many elimination points, except for obviously that one team. And Hyper was able to stay away from all that noise, play that quiet east side, hold some really, really nice controlling splits, and not have to deal with all that, right? They kind of recognize.
I'm actually satisfied with it too.
Over there is where all that action is, where there's too many factors
Maybe
to
I
control.
didn't.
Let's play this quiet side. They found it, and they played it perfectly.
Okay, well, you can see Skills of Mine get 9, 412 Nomads, ended up finishing second with 8.
We're gonna find out what y'all
YKG,
think here in
they
just a
finally
sec.
getting some decent points on the board here, it feels like. Super Laser Reflex with 7, Bope with 6, and Blue Luck Chopdon with 6. I feel like we haven't talked about BC in a very long time. And by very long, I mean obviously yesterday, where they won the final match of the day. And then looking on the rest of the list, Passion Fruit get themselves 4. And the reason I'm rattling off these numbers for you, uneven, and for the viewers obviously at home, right? What kind okay. Hyper have almost a 60-point lead over anyone else in this lobby in Phase 2. They're at 175 points with 101 eliminations. They almost have more points in eliminations than our second place team has total points. We have Extreme Slayers at 116 in second place. Passion Fruit in third place with 114, tied with 412 Nomads in fourth place at 114. Then it goes to 106, 102, 99, etc. 60-point lead, hello? Are they even playing the same game as the rest of these guys?
It's one of those tournaments, kind of like that PMWI Vampire Esports performance, where it's like, it's not even competition, right? It's like you're playing for second place, you're playing for third place when you're the rest of these teams, right? They're really performing at a different level in all aspects of the game, right? That's a must when you're seeing a gap like this, like mechanically, macro-wise, team cohesion-wise, communication. I'm sure all of this is on a superior level right now. And as you said, YKG getting 8 points, and then you realize, oh, that's a decent game, right? They're stepping it up, and then you realize that Hyper did 22 points. So not only did they, not even get close to catching up, but their lead has
time for some
increased by however many points that is.
YKG are at 80
14
points this week. So almost 100-point difference, and I think going into
I do
the
want to
race,
show you
Hyper had,
guys
like,
what
a
I
20-point
did.
lead over YKG,
So I
they're
was
looking at about an
getting stuff
80-point
ready for the
lead
September
over
tournament,
YKG for PFGC
and I got kind of
points
inspired
with only
while we were
6
watching
days
this
left,
to
plus
maybe
this
make
last
some
match,
new
which
rounds
YKG's
caps.
not
Oh,
even
my
in,
connection
and
is
Hyper is. So
messing
this is going
up.
to be ridiculous. And before we break down the player stats for Event Hyper in this last match, let's actually take a look here at what we meant by that spread they were pulling off. And we have a nice little screen to throw up for you guys to see at home. The spread is just
Looks like it's back.
redonkulous. And I wanted you to actually talk this through and what eventually happened, if you can.
Yeah, I mean, so
Did
this
you-
is
did it give you guys any
classic, right?
issues?
They're looking
Like
at this
choppy
elimination feed,
connection or anything?
and they're getting all this information. They know there's a hugely condensed area on this not on the south.
It's all right.
They have
I don't really care if
seeing
you guys
the
saw
entire
that
crater.
stream
They know
key.
it's
It's
gonna be
for
on the
the
west side,
event,
slash
this
potentially
event,
the
not
north,
my
and they know that
actual
what's free
stream
is
key.
east, right?
So
Once they
it's
see-
basically
get this
irrelevant.
information, They take advantage of it. They hold a beautiful split.
Let's see how it looks on
They'll
this.
be ready for any shift that comes up right here, except for the hard west shift, in which case, it'll still be not that difficult for them because they have so much information. So much
Hey,
information.
and it fits.
A split like this is hugely beneficial.
I'm
Like
also
you did
gonna.
say, skills of mind.
I can
They
already
have
tell I'm gonna take off the
knowledge
neon
where
green
Hyper
out of
was
the kick.
eventually playing. There was a hill they
I
could
got
have
a
taken.
color
which could have
overlay.
completely screwed over in Hyper.
Yeah, I think there was a couple holes. I didn't
Just
like.
white.
Was it Koi's positioning on the far south?
Yeah.
I did think it did achieve the same goal as if he was in the center, but with more weaknesses. So it could have been
Okay.
taken advantage of, but it wasn't.
Well, and Hyper are vulnerable, but not seem to be too vulnerable here in NA. As we're going to head back to our commentators to kick off our final match of the day over on Sandhawk.
Last
Oh,
match
it's
of the
good.
day,
Booty.
baby. Let's get it going. Let's
Thank
get it
you.
going. And it's
How are you doing
Sandhawk. Oh, I hope you have your Monster Energy ready because you know what? It heated
You want to go
up.
potty, Augie? Is that what you're telling me?
All right. It heated up in that
Yep.
Aaron Gale match.
Let me do this
Slow down.
giveaway
Give me
real
your mark,
quick, and I'll
okay?
take
All right,
you.
slow down a little bit. But we are turning things up to 11 here in Sandhawk. I have a big feeling here.
19
ZK.
megabytes,
We see
the heck?
Last match of the day, we see half the team go out,
Oops.
or half the whole lobby go out within just the first, few minutes of the match. So I'm
Oh,
expecting
no,
to see
no, no.
nonstop action here. in
I don't
this
want to
last
know. What, did
Yeah,
you
I'm
redeem
expecting to
something?
see that too. I also want to see to end this
Oh,
day off.
goodness, that gets me
at
nervous.
Northwestern
Hey, thanks for the
Please,
follow,
just one time.
Rodadell.
for the one time.
Y'all, it looks like my
One
connection's
time.
about
One
to
time.
cut
Do
out.
it.
It's going dead on into
Give
the red.
it to us.
And
Give it
spiking up to
us. Where's the song going?
7,000
Give it
bit
to
rate.
us.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, it's gonna center up, isn't it?
It's not supposed to go
West.
above
It's gonna center up.
5,400.
West.
I don't even want to say it. Why did I say that? Come on, north,
Aha!
west,
No.
circle, and now.
Passion. Fruit.
Oh, it's
The complete opposite.
wow.
It trolled us. Hey, we could get a K finish.
Oh, please, please do. That's what we want to see.
You know what YKG hates the most though right now?
What's that?
Oh, I saved it
They get a
incorrectly.
decent amount of points last match in Hyper, the casual 22 points. And now on Sandhawk, when they're not playing in Hyper, get the zone down there.
Goodness
on the
gracious. It is just looking too good to be true here at this point for Hyper. I mean, you said it. Like, there's no way YKG's gonna catch up. I mean, even Jason got on a
Calm
little
down,
bit for just
buddy.
showing, like, hey, like, look how many points you've gotten in this phase. It's crazy to see. So, now, I mean, Hyper have the chance to just increase that lead even further. We're in paradise, watching
Alright, if I
Canadian
can
Eagles
send
going
this-
against Butterfly Effect
Correct.
once again.
There we go.
It's always these two
Always.
Canadian Eagles. One of them is knocked. They're not pushing though. They're not.
Yeah, my
Really?
connection is
I think they're waiting for Exotico to come
screwy
in
right
on that
now.
off-angle flank. So they'll let them get the reset, and they'll value not the man advantage, but they're going to value Exotico's flank position way more. Let's see if Exotico can make something happen, though, because that's the whole reason Butterfly Effect didn't push off that knock.
Let's see.
Coming in on the south.
Coming in on the south of D. Trying to, I think we saw one of the, I think it was Kubi, try to attempt finding another angle here, but instead playing it a little bit more careful. Canadian Eagles, Exotico, yeah, this is the angle that you were talking about. If he's able to really find that good spot and catch Canadian Eagles off guard, oh, it's going to be huge. These are the kind of splits I enjoy. You know what I'm saying? A 3-1 here where you have most of the team working
Sorry.
together and then you have one player trying to find a cheeky off angle to open up the fight. That's huge. But that one
Yeah.
player has to be careful because if he gets spotted and they realize that he's split, they're coming for him all day long. Do you see him? Oh my gosh, baby
I
tank
did it
spotted
again.
him.
God dang it.
He's got eyes in the back of his head. Mizexis onto SLR. SLR already lose one player there. And Dog coming in. Where's that
Dog!
angle at? And I see Excuse up on the mountaintop. Man, SLR are finding themselves in a terrible spot.
It's not good. It is
All
not
right.
good. They are completely surrounded. White Elegy trying to find some angles here, but he's completely sandwiched between how many teams? 3?
There it is.
Three.
That's brutal.
Mizexis,
I was wondering
Excuse.
why that had that line over it,
Puppeteers.
so I tried to fix it, but
That's one of
actually
those
from
moments when you're just
the
like, you
game's
might be
What are you gonna do?
wondering
rounds
how,
tab.
how I ended up in this
That's
situation.
the
Well,
I'm actually gonna probably make
SLR
mine
down
quite a
to
bit smaller.
one.
I
That
like
team
there.
is not going to be here for long. Oh, Excuse, one of the Excuse players getting knocked now.
All right,
from
I'm done with
Puppeteers.
all of that stuff
It's
for
going to
now.
be Puppeteers' chance to get a huge game in. I feel like Puppeteers, as long as they're
No,
starting
no,
off
it didn't
early
happen.
in the match,
Gojo, don't
they
worry.
typically like kind of manage to make it towards the end game with points as well.
I want to see
We'll
them play
see.
it together because I think after that last match, I think they're upset because I think they felt like they could
Oh,
have
yeah, they
won
kinda
it.
It'd be
do
kind of
that.
cool
Yeah,
because
they
my
have
show
to
and
felt
high
like, and there's
transition for
nothing.
it.
Tap, tap,
Wow,
tap.
great shot set from right. Push it, right? I think you have
right.
2 knocks here. This could be a good opportunity for them
Side,
to
side
press
left.
the action if they have vehicles, but yeah, you can see Rise starting to go for the run.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably end the
That's
screen a
definitely the
bit.
play, but the problem is that that run is dangerous. and he
But I
knows
mean,
it.
if you guys say the connection's fine on y'all's end,
That's why there is a
works for
little
me.
bit of hesitancy, but they got the car.
Okay,
Here it comes.
so
go.
we're gonna go
Right.
do a little bit of an
a little later
extended
than I would
timer
like
on
to have
this
seen,
one.
and thank you. Kindness just said thank
Give
you
you
for
guys
that
a little bit of
elimination,
come
Puppeteers.
on.
Thank you. We'll take those.
That's disrespectful.
We'll
That
take
is
those.
Disrespectful.
And they needed them. And Hyper really needed those eliminations really bad.
2 minutes
we're
on
back
the
up to
clock, or I guess a
Paradise
minute
Fight.
and 50
Looks
seconds.
like
Anyone who
Canadian
types
Eagles
UC in the
on the
chat
back, but Canadian
will
Eagles
be
down to
entered into
one.
the prize wheel
They're down
spin,
to
but do
Oof.
be aware you have to be following at
like butterfly effect. You
kick.com/RedEyes
can find those angles,
official
and it's
to
just
be
quick.
entered, or to actually get
Man,
paid out.
Crazy.
Pardon me.
Stuff to see. I hate seeing a team that we start to see some life from just not be able to repeat that in the next day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
But-
we saw a lot of other teams.
That's true.
Spring
This
it
is the
today,
last match,
which-
too. Okay.
Which I love.
All right, we got Mogo, Demon,
So, I don't
and
mind
Mike.
it.
Hey,
We'll
Mo.
take
back and forth. Yeah, the games have been great today, so
Overall,
can't
yes.
complain whatsoever.
And let's see how this last one's going to end. So we already have
Go,
two
Joe.
squads, Rock Cake Solos, Extreme Slayers. Right now holding this compound, waiting for the next zone. This is pretty central right now. I'm excited to see so many teams rotate so quickly down here. I mean, if you guys take a look at the map feed, you'll see just, I mean, man, this is jam-packed in this area. Everybody is just waiting for this next zone to pop.
You got it, Miss Booty. He actually just ate his dinner,
Big
so
circle coming in
now's a good
very
time for his
soon.
treat.
And jam-packed indeed. I'm looking at the map. There is 1, 2, 3, just like maybe 4 teams.
Oh, you got it, Miss Booty. I'll add you in. And Deluxe. All right, Augie. This is from Miss Booty.
You know what? And with this
The circle
particular
though.
zone, I mean, it is what it is. It is
Alright,
what it is
so-
with this zone like this. So teams might
Booty.
get a little bit careful,
and
but I
Deluxe.
think in this
Alright.
next shift,
And don't
we'll
regard
see
that
a few
new
squads
timer there. That
definitely
that's an
get
accident.
into the action here. 'Cause
And
now
DJ,
it's
you
such
got
a
it.
threat. Okay, all right, a hard shift
Oh.
down here. The
No
teams
one who
that
types after that
decided
is gonna be
hold this
included,
spot,
because
paying up
this
big
is-
time, and Hyper
I'm
getting.
not going to do all the
Pretty zone
fact checks.
blessed
Don't
here
click
this
on
last
Augie.
game.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Me,
As
Deluxe. Why does
now
Augie look
people
like
are
a
starting
butter
to press
stick?
the action. Extreme Slayers getting mighty close
Rum
to
and Coke here at
Excuse,
Flan
and
against.
Remix has the
Ooh,
sight line.
nice.
He's gonna go for the run over. Nope, he
He's
jumps
taking
out.
the res?
Ooh, I miss Rum and
Wow.
Coke quite a bit.
I don't
But
know.
I was always more
you
of a
saw
beer
what
guy.
I saw, but it looked like he was holding
Uh,
the res
but
just for a little second
either
longer,
way,
with
DJ,
Remix
that's good
driving
enough
right
to be
by
entered
front
in.
of him. Maybe he thought he had a timing to get it off and then take the shots.
Nope.
Extreme Slayers,
He says
They need
thanks
to
and
go
you
fast.
can't have any.
and they need to go faster than
That's
how fast
exactly
they're
what
going
he
now, 'cause
says.
that zone far down
All right,
in the
let's
south.
get it.
Oof.
And I won't be surprised if Hyper somehow play
Second to
a
last
2-2
UC spin
split
of
across
the day.
both sides of that, little lake river splitting cave. If any team is going to pull off something like that, it would be in Hyper.
That's for sure. You're absolutely right. If any team can do it, it's going to be them. So let's see just how many points they're going to rack up once again here in this match. These guys have just been rock solid all phase long here. And Mezexis looking to try and turn things up. Dong, another player that's been pretty dangerous. And I
think I know what's going on.
Just stick
Hold
to
up.
their roots here. Just play together. Use that aggression that you love to use. And I think we could see them have a lot of success, especially in Sandhawk.
Yeah. Puppeteers, that's just a deadly team. When they pop off, they really pop off.
True.
So, gotta be always wary of the Puppeteer team. But Luke Shopton in the blue zone, trying to rotate in. And Butterfly Effect taking that long fight in Paradise Resort. Only gets a couple points, only gets 3 points. And they are so far out of zone now. This zone just not doing them any favors.
I do better with more in it.
Nope. Definitely does.
Yep, you definitely win, bro.
Crazy. So far, we're
But
not gonna see a player on the
DJ,
team
do you
over there,
mind
Docs.
typing
That's
me your
crazy. The
user
Docs is in
ID
play in this zone.
on,
It's been a
or
while
just
since we've
remind me
seen
what
that
your
happen,
kick
so
name is? I know you
let's see
followed
how
already.
they opt to play it here. I mean, Cave is still in play. I don't want to jinx it, though. I don't want to jinx it. Come on. Executor in a really tough spot. They are all the way down
Hey
south.
guys, welcome
on
in.
the edge over near over here in Bontage. So let's see how they decide to play it in, because they're gonna have to push through N Hyper in this situation.
Oh, okay,
Right now,
thank
they're
you,
playing it
buddy.
real slow. Look at this, though. Long
That's where it
has
is.
his eyes set on Mezexis. As they're rotating on in, you see some of those pop shots
Gotcha,
from that
gotcha,
Ronnie. He's gonna
gotcha.
pop back out. And,
The one that I have to
just
go read the
so
picture
deadly.
every
When he's
single
patient,
time. Golly, it's a
gonna pull
pain
the
in the
trigger
butt.
on
Just
an act.
type it out for me.
Oh, he's got so
he's
many
the last one up.
sidelines. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the last one up. So he's got to be able
Making
to
me
get a
go
knock and a confirmation for sure.
Type it in
Everyone else is not
numerous
even worth shooting.
times when they could have just
So-
pasted.
Might not even see him shoot at all. Here's the southern side. People
Uh,
are finally starting to fill into the docks
Yeah,
area.
this is a pain in the butt.
K19 coming in from the northwest. Just
Shots.
cars driving right by Trip. Not able to get a knock though. 2 players down to like very low health, however.
Oh. The Ronnie is that one vehicle I'll give it exception to just blast, because that thing just explodes so easily. So normally I'll just say like, hey, why aren't we seeing these
831
teams and players go for tires? Because it's just so valuable. Ronnie just explodes. Oh my goodness! I've been asking
What a
for it.
zone.
I've been asking
The
for
cave.
it, Zute. There's a big chance we could actually see a cave finish after years of begging. That would be
Here we
crazy.
are.
Let's see it. And Hyper on the high ground, though. We got Ren on top of the cave. And notice how they're not playing all 4 players on top of that high ground. Why? Because they know it's easy for them to get surrounded, and it's hard to hold multiple flanks. So instead of just playing the high ground, and Hyper are doing a 1-3 split, and they'll have that whole west side cleared by holding more focus on the west side without being on the hilltop. That is just something teams should really look at and think, why are they not all playing up there as 4? And there's a lot to learn from it.
A lot to learn indeed. This is just absolute
All right,
chaos
DJ,
here.
it has been
Cat
sent.
G looking to hold some angles. Right now, Wall Street Bet's in a pretty good spot in the zone. They have really good defense in this area, especially with this, since it's completely surrounded by those broken walls. You can see Skur looking to the sky a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to see if he spots something crazy.
You never know.
Never know.
Never know.
Never know. Maybe there's a player up in the palm trees. Gotta watch out.
Oh, it's all
Meanwhile,
good, dude.
Hyper, so deadly. Holding down this bridge. Trick
No biggie.
actually went down it. Trick actually went down this bridge.
all
and
right.
got punished. That's crazy. I am shocked to see.
Hey, Yam.
one of
Oh,
these
boy,
guys-
Yam, what
I
time
mean,
did you type that in?
Yeah,
Did I miss it?
Kind of work there. You should know.
That's from
You
ages
should
ago.
know
Okay.
know that bridge is heavily watched, especially this late in the circle. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It's just execute, man.
Sometimes
That
you gotta send it.
Northwest Island. That Northwest Island just
You're just saying, give it
Well,
up, right?
I don't know what to tell you, Gojo. I am
Just
not
gets
sending
knocked
you
out. I think
any
should be able to get
extra
by, but
UC as a gift. At
Getting all the
first, it was
shots.
to get
Oh,
you
here we
the
go.
RP. Then it
Gets
was to
speed
get you
fire.
your gun skin.
Uh-oh.
Now it's to get your friend's
landing in the
RP.
right area.
Come on.
Passion fruit going in ham, going hyper aggressive here.
But if you win
Let's
it,
rest
hey,
speed fire.
by
Yeah,
all means,
support the
it's a
players
good
at
friend
the
of you.
building. We'll see.
They got to make some plays because right now, Speedfire currently has that title of It's Just Speedfire. They got to make a defense, though. They have to be able to put up a fight here. Otherwise, they're just going to be getting full sent on like crazy by every single team. Speedfire. I don't think I've seen them make a defense at all today. At all. It's not even a fight. That's tough.
You know what? Like, I'll give them this. They threw the nades in the building, at least. Somehow, just like none of them connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Unfortunate. Not able to hit the mark. So there they go.
Gotta
The
work on
next
the
zone.
mechanics at
You know
that
what?
point.
I'll tell you what. Out of all the teams that needed this circle, and Hyper needed it real bad, you know? So let's see how they decide to handle being zone blessed, because it doesn't happen often, Zute.
Yeah, and Hyper. Also, when Hyper gets zone blessed, it's just like sometimes they don't play it well, right?
Yeah, they never do.
Like they really.
It's so
They
they always
really gotta-
struggle.
They really gotta work on that.
Yeah.
K19.
Hopefully they can figure it out this game. You know, how to deal with a zone bless in Sandhawk. Let's see. I think that maybe they might be able to figure it out with like 15 eliminations. What do you think?
Dang it.
Yeah, maybe 16. I know
Hey,
16's
drop-
not a lot.
A little bit of chocolate
They're
on
gonna be
this,
bummed
like,
that it's not
There's-
20.
Snow white hoodie
Seriously,
that had
this
not a
circle
single stain
just
on it.
and
I mean, I was
Hyper
asking
written
for it.
all
basically.
over it.
Oh my goodness.
But
Nice shots.
the long range.
He's
0-2.
living that
Doing a really good
luxurious
job this
PUBG
game
life,
as well.
man. He's
Putting in a lot of points, 5 elimination points as well, and they're looking to get way
It's
more
like,
looking at Wall Street bets.
Yes, they are. And
like when you're on the run and you flee to Mexico back in like the 60s,
still in play, baby. Come on.
where the peso
We're at
carried
stage
like
Oh, look at this
5
rotation by
times
Passion
as
Fruit.
far.
Look at that. Yeah, passion fruit.
Go there
They're
with
just
300
full
bucks.
send
And
one
you go, all right, you know what? I
and
think
then
I'm
wrap
gonna
all the way around.
be
They're
good
gonna
for
full
about
send
a
something
year.
else. I think they're going full send. Oh,
live like a
Lotus.
king.
full sent it.
That ain't like that today, but
Here come the nades. Here comes the util. Juancho got the
That's
DPS in his
Gojo
hand.
for now.
Uh-oh. Zuko does go down.
oh,
Yep.
we got
Oh,
Nomads
8 down to 1
versus
HP.
Musexes here.
Fishy up close. Personal.
Wall Street Bet's gonna
Fishy's
come
just
third
getting
party
free
this
reign.
Lotus fight. Passion Fruit.
Yeah, you might say free reign, but Fishy's tagged up.
Of course, Lee
Smoke's coming
Poppy.
down.
Happy
He's gonna
birthday,
back off.
buddy.
Oh, that's tough.
Hold
gonna
up, let
back
me
off.
put it on the
That's
screen. Let me
all
put it on the
good.
screen.
Reset and Valak. Wow, what a shot through the smoke. Now Passion Fruit might push this and go aggressive.
It's perfect timing, too, because they were able to get that res off and looted back
Yeah.
up. So
Yep.
I love the fact that they checked their backs. They
Push.
want to check that ridge line first before they made this push. And they did
Push.
see it was clear, but you never know.
Happy
you never know. So I
birthday,
think
Lee
that's why
Poppy.
we're seeing so much hesitancy. And every second that's ticking is just allowing Lotus to get a full-blown
Yeah.
reset. Come on, Cave!
Yeah, can't push now.
Cave!
I thought they were going to do it because the smokes were already laid down by Fishy, so they could have used those smokes against them.
Oh!
But Cave, no.
Like a
We're going to
knife.
go to where the zone you least expected, Jukes. It's going to go
Hyper.
on to End Hyper.
Come on, you zone magnets. You couldn't hang out in Cave for once? You hate to see it. Hate to see it. Like a dagger in the
Maybe
heart.
that's why they weren't on top.
Passion
of it.
Fruit's about to
Maybe
get
that's why,
wrecked
'cause
on
they
here
know the zone's not going.
if they don't get out of
They
this
know they're
little
like,
love triangle
Jukes
between
would love a
Baluch,
cave finish, so the zone's not going
or
to go
12.
there. So we're not going to play on top of cave. We're going to go over here instead.
Oh, look, we get to see it, though. We get
A
to
cave
see
fight.
Wall
it.
Street.
We get to see a cave fight. It's been so long. And here
Living
they
off the
go,
UC
Miner versus Bullet Shot. Thank
Aw.
you so much, Observer. We get to see a cave battle. Imagine an end zone here. Oh, that would have been insane. One day.
That'd be
One
fun.
day. Meanwhile,
2v1. Jat G.
let's see. Chachi throwing the nade. Ooh, off the mark a little bit. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
wow,
on the
he
mark.
ran right into it. He ran right into it. That's gotta hurt. Chachi
Where's the
on the push
crossfire?
inside a cave. Let's go. Go ahead and getting that little bandage off. Looking to get the finish. Who is gonna be the champions of cave?
What
in
message was
PNPL
deleted,
Falls? Probably the only
DJ?
time we're gonna see it. Is it gonna be Baluch Chakdan or Wall Street Bets? Illusion
Oh,
with the
that's
nade.
good.
Got him.
Dude, it's been ages
That's
since
good.
I've seen a cave fight.
Illusion.
Now that you mention it, Mike,
When's the title fight? Wait,
I
hold on.
forgot
Wait,
about the
what about
cave.
the high ground?
That's how long it's
The
been since I've
Nomad!
Free point.
DJ, I
The
don't think
Nomad!
anyone deleted your message.
Oh my
Gotta hit those.
gosh, you gotta
Oh.
hit those.
He hit it. They're just one more bullet shy from getting the knock right there. Meanwhile,
Did they?
zone is still closing. And Passion Fruit, now you got to make that push that you could have made earlier.
Am I missing something here?
Lotus down to 2.
Oh, yeah, you're right. A
Well,
message was
before-
deleted by a moderator.
Might find another angle. Ander with the nade.
What?
Decides better of it. Cancels. Pulls
Oof.
a pin again. Now he's got the angle. Valak could
Didn't mean
see his
to
arm potentially.
Pin that.
Valak further back.
Oh, further back indeed, trying to make some plays. Let's see. Oh, is N Hyper just zone magnets at this point? Looking too good.
Too good. I wonder what's going through N-Hyper's head right now. They're probably like, yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
As is
know what you're
tradition.
The
talking
rest of the
about.
map,
I
the rest of the
remember
map
the
is
message we were
full
talking.
glowing chaos.
I don't
4-1-2
know.
finally
Maybe
get
one of the
taken out, and wow,
moderators
it's
deleted
actually
it, or maybe
4-1.
it was
And
one of the
Hyper, calm
bots.
down.
I don't know.
Let these other teams have a chance.
honest.
Like, you already get the zone.
Definitely wasn't
You
this
don't have to
guy.
Be, like, putting insult to injury by shooting everyone else up. Like, let them fight it out, and then you can get the win at the end, okay, N-Hyper?
Let's see right now how N Hyper. How many eliminations is N Hyper gonna get? That is the question. Because they are looking just too unstoppable here at this point. And you can see Koi just blasting.
Man, I wish
away,
I could see
blasting
who was
away, just
watching
looking
on
to just dominate
Kick.
Yeah.
and make that and punch that ticket to PMGC even harder than ever before.
Man, their long-range accuracy is something else. Because other teams
It
can
honestly
get the zone, just
almost
like
makes it
N-Hyper,
look
right?
like-
But they won't be able to pull up the points like N-Hyper does. N-Hyper just maximizes it with their accuracy.
Like you
Hands up.
could see it, but you just
Looking to make
can't.
some plays. Here comes Execute, okay? Execute is still
still
up
have
and
3?
running. Been a while since we've seen
It's
Execute here
unfortunate.
at the end of the game. So let's see how they're
Oh, well.
going to be able to finish.
I'm
here.
sure they'll
Passion
get it.
Fruit's still
All right,
on.
DJ.
Passion Fruit has been popping off 10 eliminations so
I'm
far.
definitely not going to be on, buddy. This is the last match, but
Oh,
and my
oh,
connection
and I
is
think that's Passion Fruit out.
completely
Yeah, Passion
bombing right
Fruit
now. I
is
don't know
out.
what's going
Nomad's
on.
also down. He went for those
Oh.
shots to steal the point.
I
gave away
almost
his
just
position.
dropped completely.
It's taken down. We're down to the last 4 teams. N-Hyper with 4 players still up. Execute and Mizexus have 3, so one of those 2 teams could do
Bring
something
this
here.
down
So and you
big
can't count out
time,
Extreme Slayers.
4,800.
If they wait and play their cards right, they could potentially steal a chicken dinner away also. But it requires N-Hyper to mess up. And N-Hyper, they're just not messing up today.
No, they're not. I mean, when they get the zone like this, it is just automatic victory. So they should win this game. I think it is definitely theirs to lose. Mizexis has a chance, though. They're 3 players up. If they're able to find some angles here, they could definitely get in the mix. But Extreme Slayers remix is still
All right,
alive,
we need
and
to
that's
wrap
totally huge threat.
this up.
Here comes a push
I
from
am
Execute. Casper goes down.
And Hyper for the
Look at
dub, you think? I think so,
repositioning
too.
Out of the first player. for
Only
that
full
line of
squad
defense. Just
and
stall
out of
long
the
enough
layout.
to
But if
put
it's
in the
not
silence
going to
for his
go to
teammates
them,
to have
I'm
time
going to
get it
say
And now he's going to stay
Extreme
there and be a
Slayers
potential
over
threat. So he's not
Mizexis,
just full
even
out
with the
evacuating, he's
number
staying
down.
A moving target.
Fate,
I get it.
nice shot there
Oh.
on the baton. Beautiful angle right there from Fate. Meanwhile, Ed Hyper just saying, stop it. Stop it. Goodbye.
Nice shots, but here's an even nicer nade, says Kindness.
Good effort. Good
Yeah.
effort. You know, you had your fun. Now let us get this game over with. It's Saturday. We're looking to, you know, eat some more chicken.
Yeah, it's criminal how easy and Hyper makes it look. Like, Execute push up with 3, they make it into the building. It's like, oh, that's progress. And then Kindness just walks up.
Walks up.
He just walks up. A 1 for 2 nade.
Saying, hey, what are you guys
GG,
doing?
Thanks for playing. We're down to just Extreme Slayers now, and I think it's the 2. 2 from Extreme Slayers. If anyone could upset and defeat N Hyper, it's not YKG anymore. I
I
feel
called
like
it.
they are
Hey, I said it would be
down
Extreme
and
Slayers over
out.
Mizexis.
It would be Extreme Slayers.
But I
That's my next
still
team
think that
bet
N
on
Hyper
to
has
take
this.
down N Hyper, but with only 2, man, this is N Hyper. This is N Hyper's game.
Nah,
We'll see what happens.
no,
This remix is up.
Sin. I appreciate that so much, man, but
So,
um,
can Extreme
you've already
Slayers
gifted so
pull
many,
off the
dude.
impossible and make a monster play here.
And I know I
There's
sure as
one.
heck am not doing it. I can't afford it.
Remix.
Goes for the thirst.
Hayuya.
Hayuya. Yeah,
Oh,
he can
got
isolate
DPS.
this 1v1.
Take
needs
it,
to win
take
this
it.
All right.
Remix can't go down. He's got to go up.
Guys,
with his kindness. He's gotta win that
Sin
fight.
is
Oh,
offering
he does
a
get it done.
subscription
Easy
Yep.
clap and a chicken
on
dinner
Kick.
for
If you want to
and
be
Hyper,
entered
as is
into
predicted.
the next, tell you what,
And
whoever
Hyper, what
wins
a
this
great
UC
win.
spin
One thing
will
that
get
I
a
noticed
gifted
at
sub
the
from my
very
boy
end
Sin.
that just
And
impresses me
Hyper,
even more when Hyper was- when Red was
non-stop,
caught in that 1v1
relentless,
with Hyuya,
just
did you
absolute
notice how
annihilation.
he just ran back and forth pretending like he was going to challenge
These guys
him,
are unreal.
but he didn't. So,
All
Jukes,
right.
imagine if he did challenge him,
Oh.
went
Tell you what,
down,
Let's go ahead
then
and get this
Hyuya
final one
had
up.
supporting cover fire for Remix, and then it's a
Right?
2v2,
Oh.
and Hyper loses that.
Yep, they do.
Right?
They do. Crazy.
So it's the details. The details in Hyper are so disciplined. Every single player, if it wasn't Ren in that
Type
position,
UC in the
interchange
chat
them out,
in the
Jukes.
less than a
They
minute
would've
and
done the
50
same
seconds and
exact
you'll
thing
be
in my
entered.
my opinion. That's why they're playing so well.
And
It's
by the way, guys,
details.
this
All
one will
four players
also
know
have
exactly what to do
gifted
in every
sub on Kick,
situation.
thanks
He
to
just kept
Sin.
moving back and forth, kept
Goodness,
Hoyuya's
thank you, bro.
attention on him, so he
All right, so we
couldn't
got-
help out Remix.
Ironically, Sin won that
Oh,
accidental
cool.
spin.
It
All right,
sounds
so we
like
got
we're just praising
Gojo.
in Hyper way too much,
So
but
far,
there's
it's
a
only
reason
Gojo
why
who's
they're
in
doing
it.
so well, and it's the details, Jukes. They have it down to a T.
Hey, you know what? It ain't just the details. They're unleashing the
Gojo,
beast,
my
baby.
Gojo
just like
again.
our official energy drink partner, Monster Energy. So, guys, what a crazy, crazy day. And Hyper just stamping it once again here, Zute. It's just too good. It's just too good.
Yeah, too easy. Too easy. As we head
Oh,
to the highlights, we'll see what the
Demon.
desk
Okay.
have to say about
I see you.
today, so we'll be right back, guys.
I want to be that sub, says Mike. And Sin, you're so freaking supportive with this, dude. Thank you so much for doing this. All right. So I think we're pretty good to go now, right? It's going to be a good time for it, too, because the match just ended. So I'm not going to stick around for the after party on this one. I got to get the Woofer Pup outside, and my connection is going at literally half the bit rate that it's supposed to. It's dropped 4 frames, or 4% of the frames so far, so 25,000 frames. It's about to S the bed right now. So, here we go. The final UC spin for 63 UC
And
plus
Hyper.
a free gifted
That's all I really need to say, man.
subscription
And Hyper.
to
Damn,
Kick.
another victory
Thanks
today.
and courtesy
That
to
puts
my
him at
boy,
6 here so
Mystery
far in
Sin,
phase
Mr.
2.
Sin. I was calling him Mystery Sin, but his name is
96 points
Vincent.
with
We're
still
going to call
one
him
day to
Vince.
play.
Vinny
Believe
the
it.
Sin.
I
That's Mr. Vinny Sin
don't
to
know,
you.
Hyper make it to regionals.
All
I
right.
kinda hope to make it to PMGC now.
I mean,
Vinny
You
S.
know, they're looking like they have a very, very
Vinny
clear
the
shot at
Wrench.
PMGC. YKG have a ton of work to put in
All
if they're
right.
hoping to even
Where's my
catch up
spin?
at this current point.
Okay,
So
for the
YKG
final
are
one.
116 points behind. And
that
Hyper.
is, and you know, that lead.
How?
Continuing this trajectory is just going to grow. Right?
Every time he
Even
says
if-
"Let's go, Joe," he
know,
wins. I'm telling
we
you,
need an
he
Hyper to go to
always
FPS.
wins whenever
And
he
then, like,
says that.
you know, it'll still take a
It's
couple days for them to
unbelievable.
catch up.
I mean,
But
if you're
they're
an
not
Your
Hyper,
gonna-
luck
right?
is bonkers.
Just don't do
dude.
anything crazy. Just play the way you've been
Absolutely
playing, and you're going to get into the biggest tournament of the year.
I've
Like,
never
all the-
been
like,
that
if I
lucky
was
with
them,
anything. I've
that's
never
my
won
focus.
anything
Regional-
that
I mean,
much.
obviously you want to make regionals, but the way they're playing,
All
the
right,
amount of
guys,
points they
let's
have,
see.
They're probably going to make regionals.
With that
and
being said,
PMGC
I don't
is
want
close
to
to,
waste
like,
a lot
this.
of time
What you
here.
need to
Thank
do.
you so
Take a look
much
at the match
to
rankings, though, and see all
Sin
the
for
points they got with
coming in,
Shipment 21,
supporting
I think,
yet
11
another day
eliminations.
with
There it is.
more gifted
Zex's
subs
game.
that
See,
go
but
twice as
Passion
far
Fruit,
as any other
I also talked a lot
platform,
about Hyper, but Passion Fruit have been
minimum
on a
twice as
tear.
far.
Absolutely, you know, they're
Thank you guys
staying
for
out
coming
there.
and hanging out with me.
12-point game.
Thanks for those of you guys
They're
who
keeping up with the
were
top
coming
three,
for the sake of hanging
placement,
out with
you
me,
know,
especially.
They're not relaxing. They're-
Miss
they didn't get
Booty,
lucky.
Sin,
They're doing this consistently. So
people
I really,
of
I
the
really
sort,
like this increase in
Mogo,
performance, especially in elimination points.
as always, deluxe.
I think they're playing more aggressive,
But
playing cleaner.
I think we
and
need to
they're
go see
maintaining
where's
it.
PUBG.
Yeah, I mean,
Mobile.
they
Who's
don't really
playing
have a shot for
PUBG?
first, but you know, go for second. You know, you know, you can always improve yourselves and get ready for the next week. And perhaps if you keep
Supposedly it's right in
and you
front of
can
me here,
improve
but
a
I'm
little
not seeing it.
it up,
There it
next
is.
week you can have a shot.
31
You know,
viewers
what's
on
the score
PUBG
reset, and
Mobile
then, of
total
course,
on Kick right
finals.
now.
Passion
And
Fruit
I'm
was
1/3 of
16th
them.
place at the end of week 1
I have the
with
most
89 points.
viewers on
you want to tell you where
kick
they are
for
now?
PUBG Mobile. That's unfortunate.
Third place.
All right, well, we're going to go raid Pickles GG.
They
ahead, tell me.
are. Oh, okay. I have to look for it again. They are second place at 126 points.
Wonderful.
Second place.
All
You
right,
can call
guys.
that the sixless effect,
If you're
right?
not
Like, the
following
effect of
Pickles,
him leaving.
please do. He's
Yeah.
big on a lot of other channel or a lot of other platforms.
Because we do
If you
have,
support
like, the
me,
general
help
ranking, which
someone
is
on the similar
gonna
grind.
be
Sin, thank you so much, brother.
which obviously make it through into the
Seriously.
finals,
And
but obviously
Gojo,
those
I will
points
send
as
it
well.
out in just a minute.
Hyper in first
All right,
at
Sin,
390,
just message me on
they're
Discord. I'm not sure if I'm going to play or not
222,
tonight. We'll
third
see.
at
But
306.
message me on Discord.
Really using the 220
All right,
points
guys.
that
I hope you all have a
they
great
carried
night.
through.
Have
And
fun.
then
Be
Puppeteers
safe.
in
Be
fourth
kind to
place,
one another.
233.
GG's.
So we've seen some teams move, but again, like YKG, the damage they did in week 1 is carrying them through at the moment when it comes to our general overalls. They still have a lot of work to do, just like a couple of teams we've seen here on that match.
Yeah, but I don't think that week 1 will be able to carry them through this third week if they continue at this trajectory.
All right, and on
Start
Twitch,
getting, there is like that.
we will
that
go
gap that
raid
they've
Boston
left time
Chuck.
to
No, we'll raid
afford
Miss Tangy
themselves
tonight.
from the huge performance. But if they continue being this stagnant, that gap basically is going to disappear in the third week, and then that whole chunk of teams that are really closely in points are going to shoot up, and they're going to shoot way down, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a fear for the third week for them.
Well, kindness, or not kindness, what am I talking about? Kindness. Uneven. I'm thinking ahead to the MVP, and he's actually going to be my prediction of who the MVP is
All
going
right,
to be.
have a good
I
night,
wanna ask
guys.
you who you think the MVP is going to be, and who do you got?
Whoa.
I believe I
channel
saw a
is
couple.
pretty
Well,
vulgar.
there's the MVP.
I guess
So
you're going to go with kindness.
I'd have to guess kindness personally.
If you
from my
messed that
intuition.
up, yeah, if you messed that up, I would have laughed. But actually, right behind kindness, who's obviously been just dominating this entire time, you got Zuko for Passion Fruit
Yeah,
on the day.
I mean,